Thank you for the follow, Benjamin_Allison.
Yes, Cora, this is a completely unusual Friday stream. So, as part of Turn-Based Thursday Fest, I agreed to stream 3 games this week, so I need to pick a day to stream them, so I decided to pick Friday. So we don't usually stream on Friday. It's actually quite a good day for me to stream, because I don't have work in the morning. Hey to Takio, congratulations on first. Hey to Core, thank you very much, Benjamin Allison, for the follow. I really appreciate that. So just to reiterate, kind of the week that we're having this week is we've been playing some new games just to check them out. The game is way too loud. Okay, let's sort that out before we do anything else. Let me just bring the volume down to about here. How is that for game volume? Let me know if that's still too loud. But yeah, we've been trying out some different games this week because it's still loud. Okay, let's try this. How is that? What if I do this? How about that? We've been trying out some new games this week. We tried out Aethermancer on Tuesday. We tried out Vagris Thriven Realms last night. We had a lot of fun playing as Mark Saidi. And we have one last game to check out for Turn-Based Fest this week. Turn-Based Thursday Fest. I always say Turn-Based Fest, but it's Turn-Based Thursday Fest. And today it is for Minos, which, hey Pango, how's it going? This is a game I know very little about. I just saw it and thought it looked really interesting. We are essentially playing a Minotaur, the titular Minotaur, and building mazes to trap adventurers. It looks really, really interesting. I'm hoping it scratches that Dungeon Keeper itch that I have not had scratched for a very, very long time. I'm not expecting it to be anything like Dungeon Keeper at all, but I always used to like building mazes in Dungeon Keeper and filling them with traps, and that basically seems to be what this game has as part of its core. I haven't played it properly. I played it for like 10 seconds just to make sure that it worked, so I'm going in pretty blind to this. I'm not going to start straight away. I'm going to give people a little bit of a chance to appear, because it isn't normal that I stream in this slot, so I want to give people a chance to go, oh, hey, Frost is live. Let's jump in. In terms of other projects and other stuff that's going on, hey, T-Ram, how's it going? Good to see you. What do you mean by 10 whole seconds? What do you mean by that? Just on terms of other stuff, I will be recording Xenonauts 2 and Menace tomorrow, so expect those videos to restart off this weekend. And we will be back to our normal schedule next week, so we'll have Terra Invicta, Rogue Trader, etc. I will, of course, be playing Unicorn Overload this weekend. Well done, Pango. There's a lot of raiding. Yes, there is a lot of raiding in it. However, just FYI, next Sunday, yes, hopefully it doesn't crash the 15 mark, hopefully not. Next Sunday, so not this Sunday coming, but the one after, I'm going on a work trip, so I will not be able to stream Unicorn Overlord just for that one weekend. But I'll let you all know, I'll remind everybody in advance that that's going to happen. But just letting you know. Alright, I don't want to spend too long. One thing I will say, just for those that are interested, I got a really lovely message from the Vagris devs on Twitter, on Twitter, it's Twitter, last night, which was really, really lovely. Oh, Tales of Magiel, yeah. It's a big game. It's a big effort. I've never gotten very far in... The problem with games like Tome and Angband and stuff is I want to build really weird characters. I don't want to just play like Fightman or Wizard. I want to play something strange, and that always means that my characters die very, very early on. But let's check out Minos. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Well, already very slick presentation, which I love. This is also a Devolver Digital published game, and I always have a soft spot for games that Devolver Digital are publishing. All right. As Daedalus, place a spike trap on the trap slot. So we can switch between being the Minotaur and being Daedalus. I don't really know what that means yet, but I see. So this is like architecture or blueprint mode. I don't think you're sharing the screen. I can see the screen. Am I not showing the screen? What the hell's going on? Oh, I've done the dumb thing. I've done the really dumb thing. Hang on a second. I need to click this here, and then I need to click this here. I've just done a dumb thing. I was sharing on one platform, but not the other platform. It should kick in now. There we go. You should now see the screen. All right, let me jump back to the main menu so you can see that again, because the intro there was actually quite nice. So you should be able to see the screen now. I'm honestly one of the best streamers that's ever existed, because I continually make that same mistake. Alright, so we'll try again now that you are actually able to see the game. So if I click play demo, you get to see this intro here, which I thought was very slick. Yeah, I just thought that was very cool. I wanted you to see that. So I can switch between being the Minotaur and Daedalus by pressing tab. So Daedalus is very much giving me an architect type view. There's a rogue venturer out here. We've got basic enemy, only dangerous in groups. There's some rats here. By default, rats just make the maze more cozy. Artifacts, one of its abilities, can make use of the rats in various ways. And then we have a trap slot. Traps can be placed here. And we have a Minotaur, Asterion, the Minotaur. Okay, so I'm now Daedalus, and I can place a... It's looking very red on stream, I'm just noticing. That might just be because it's compressed a little bit. But I can place a spike trap on this slot, which I've now done. Modify walls to lead the enemy into a trap. So I can just... Okay, I can just click to add and remove walls. Oh wait, no, how do I remove walls? I just click on the wall again. Okay. I like this. This looks really cool. So I can do that, and now anyone who wants to come through has to walk over the spike trap. Place additional traps and begin the hunt. So I've got access to Luring Trap, lures an enemy to a dead end and deals moderate damage, and I have a Ballista, an automatic ballista that shoots when an enemy crosses its line of fire. So what I could do maybe is I could clear this up a little bit, and then build walls here, and basically have... Okay, I think I've run out of walls I can change. So I didn't realize there was a limit there. But I now have a long corridor, so I could put... I assume it would follow 3 color tint, but red is exclusive. It doesn't... Isn't this red on my screen? I don't know why it's coming across as red for you. It's red. There's a reddish tinge to it, but it's not like this really strong red. Let me try something. If I do this... There you go. That fixes the colors. Okay. It's something to do with the screen capture. That's the correct color scheme there. So we'll use that. So I think I can place this Blister Trap because I need to place it on a point. But what I'll do is I'll put a Lure Trap. I can't place that either because I've got nowhere to put it. They need to be placed on... Oh, there's a trap slot here. Okay, I'm just terrible at the game. I could put a Lure Trap here, but I don't think that would work for me, and I can't change any more of the walls. So let's just begin the hunt and see what happens. So he comes in, he's going to start walking this way. And I guess he's going to cross the spike trap. And he dies pretty horribly. Okay. Wave defeated. So I need to build my maze a little bit better. From this point onwards, you'll receive very limited help or explanation. We believe figuring out Minos' mechanics is part of the fun. Enjoy and good luck. Okay? You can continue past the game or replay the last tutorial to practice some more if you wish. Continue the game. Okay? That's it. That's the only help that I get.
Even the cruelest maze holds gentle corners.
Okay. So I'm in Labyrinthos Traversal. And I can click... Oh, wow. This is not what I was expecting. Door to Horizon Divide. Level type, long battle. Level size big. Hunting party is 8. Enemies 42. Door to Drifting Ruins. Depth 1. Level type labyrinth. Size big. Door to Cindered Outpost. Level type labyrinth. Let's try the average level first, I guess. Sure, let's enter here. Permanent walls. Walls that can never be removed. Okay, so there are permanent walls in this dungeon. Well, let's have a look. The enemies are coming in from here, and they want to get to the Minotaur. So I don't know if I actually want them to fight the Minotaur or not, but it feels like that isn't what I want. Let's switch over to Daedalus. And apparently there's new things in the shop. I don't know how to get to the shop at this point. The game has not told me a lot, but I have access to... wish for a device, a Labyrinthos will provide, or I can go to the shop. Do I have any gold? I have no gold. Okay, so we're going to have to wish for a device. We can wish for a spike trap, a luring trap, or a fire trap. Step on sets enemy on fire. Can only be placed on trap shots, does damage per second, and lasts for a few seconds. Let's grab, this does 6 damage, this does 0.5 damage per second for 16 seconds. So this does 8 damage total. So we can give them a long route. The fire trap does do more damage. Let's grab the fire trap. Okay, I can do this more times. Let's grab a spike trap. And let's grab another spike trap. Okay, so I've got 2 spike traps and a fire trap. I cannot buy anything in the shop because I have no money. Alright, so they're coming in here. We've got a trap slot here. So what can I do? Does this tell me how much wall I can edit? Is there a number for that anywhere? I don't see that. But I think what I want to do is if I block... Okay, if I want them to come past this trap, this could be my fire trap that I use. So they come down here, I block this wall here, they will come past this point here. If I then block this wall here, and unblock this wall here, they're now going to go past this trap. I could then block here, 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 and here. which will lead them past this trap. And I could go fire trap, spike trap, spike trap. And I don't think there's much point in really like messing around with the rest of the dungeon because that's all I have available to me. So I guess let's begin the hunt and see what happens. Okay, so the fire, it only fired for on the first person. I wasn't expecting that. He's going to trigger the spike trap as well, which I'm guessing is not going to trigger for the second person. Okay, so traps are only, looks like they only trigger once per attack, rather than triggering every time somebody passes over them, which means that this last guy is going to get to the Minotaur. So what if I bring the Minotaur here to ambush him? Okay, so the Minotaur can fight and kill people. I'm guessing you just want to make sure the Minotaur doesn't get overwhelmed, is probably the important piece here. So let's bring the Minotaur back to base. I have 30 gold now. I can't place any more traps. Can I afford to buy any traps? I can buy a pressure plate. Activates whatever it's linked to. Works once. Activates on enemies only. So, will that reactivate the fire trap? If I buy... Let's find out, I guess. If I buy a pressure plate... and I place the pressure plate here, other avenues are opening. Where do you see that? Oh, I see. Yes, they are. Oh, well spotted, TRM. Okay, so I've got enemies coming in from here as well. Well, for now, I'm going to place the pressure plate here. Some traps and devices don't activate automatically, so they need to be activated either by manually or through linking. Link compatible traps and devices to create chain reactions to automate your maze. So if I... This is unlinked, so if I click on this and then click on... Okay, there's nothing I can link the pressure plate to at the moment. Yeah, I can't link it to my spike traps. So that doesn't do anything right now. I think what we basically have to do is have the Minotaur attack these guys as they come into the dungeon, and then let our traps deal with these two. I think that's basically how it's going to have to go. Let's see what happens. Okay, I took some damage there. That first guy's going to get set on fire, but the second guy isn't. It's actually already awkward that these guys are this close. And that guy, yeah, same guy got hit by the spike trap. So we want the fire trap to last longer before someone gets to the spike trap. I guess which was dart trap. Yeah, probably for like boulder traps and stuff. Maybe ballista as well. But this guy will die to the spike trap here. Cool. Okay, so he's down. I noticed that there's a pipe pumping blood out of a labyrinth. Blood offering level up.
Enough enemies have perished on the traps. The blood offering for Labyrinthos is ready.
Kill enemies with trap devices to gather blood. Gather enough and Labyrinthos will reward you with a device. Okay. Oh, okay, there's just been a blood explosion. So I've got access to another luring trap, a fire trap, or a spike trap. It feels like a luring trap could maybe be used to pull enemies back over traps that they've already triggered. So I'm going to grab a luring trap. Because what I could do... So this is a big problem here. I've got enemies coming in... okay, how could we set this up that they actually hit my traps? What I could do is I could block... I could block here and here and unblock here. Block this, unblock this, and unblock this. Okay, I can't block here, though. How do I fix this? Okay, if I block here and here, I actually need to block here, and I can unblock here. Right? I then can... So people come in through the entrance here. They go over the fire trap. Because I have these guys come up. So I block here. I've got an idea. So if I block off this way here, and I block here, and I block here, and I unblock here, they're going to come in, come around here, come over the fire trap, cross the spike trap, come through this way, and then I basically block here and unblock here. Whoops. And then can I take this back? Reset all. I don't seem to be able to return the pressure plate to me, unfortunately. What I was thinking is I place the lure trap. Why can't I place the lure trap? Is it because enemies are blocked from leaving the lair at the moment? Person's attempting to cook. Yes, I am attempting to cook. Okay, so what I'm thinking is they come up over this trap, and then they'll come down here, and basically, if I destroy this wall, they now have a route through the dungeon to the Minotaur, but they're all crossing over the same traps. And then what I want to do is I want to place a luring trap. What I really want to do is place the luring trap so they come back over a trap they've all... Like, it lures them back over the spike trap. So what I could do is block this, unblock this. Yeah, it's not going to lure them back over the trap, though, is it? I also don't know if I need to link it to the pressure plate. Okay, this might work. If I put it here, do I need to link these? No, I don't. So it might pull the guys who come up from here back towards this. Let's see what happens. Oh, hey, money man. Sorry, I got so focused on building my trap there that I got distracted. Let's start. So this guy's being distracted. So this guy's going to catch fire and die. Oh, he's also going for the... Okay, he just got killed by the luring trap. So it's kind of not really worth having it next to the fire trap. Needs rearming. But this doesn't get disarmed by the looks of it. Although it doesn't seem to be luring anymore. Yeah, it's not luring anymore. Is there a way to speed this up? X. Oh, he's got this one guy who's gonna face the Minotaur. Okay, cool. I really like the presentation here. Okay, shop new items, no damage from enemies. I have 105 gold now. We definitely need to buy a new item, I think. So Razor Rubble I cannot buy, but I can get another spike trap or a winding spike trap. This device doesn't disarm after discharging. Do I want to save up for another winding spike trap? I think I do. Can I move anything? Can I move the luring trap? It doesn't look like it. Remove devices. Okay, so I can move the luring trap because I don't think it's doing anything for me here. I think if I place the luring trap instead over here, it'll grab the first person to come down this corridor, and that's probably a better place for it. So we've got a new entrance to the labyrinth over here, but I don't think there's anyone who isn't guarded. So let's begin another hunt. Yeah, I think it stops luring after it lures one person. So that guy got spike trapped. This guy's going to get set on fire, and he's going to die of fire damage. And it should take him long enough that he dies before he triggers this spike trap, which was the problem before. Yeah, he just went down. Okay, so we're just going to fast forward as these guys come forward. And the first one's going to hit the spike trap. The second one's going to get lured by the lure trap. And the last one's going to get killed by the Minotaur. And the Minotaur can kill one guy without taking any damage. Alright. Blood Offering is leveled up. That's a free trap. So that's going to get us a spike trap, a luring trap, or a fire trap. I think a fire trap's a good shout here, because I can place a fire trap here and basically kill the guy who comes through here on the fire trap. We also have enough money for a trap from the shop, so I say we buy the... Ooh, I was actually going to buy a ballista, but I bought a winding spike trap. So that's a spike trap that rearms itself. So I think what I'm going to do is remove this spike trap. I'm going to place the winding spike trap here, and then I will alter the course of the dungeon to cross over this spike trap here. So if I build a wall here, destroy this wall, and destroy this wall, they will then have to pass over both of those. Let's see how that goes. Quite a lot of people coming into the dungeon now. So he's going to catch fire and die. Oh, 2 people have to pass over the winding spike trap for it to charge. That's interesting. Which means, unfortunately, this guy who's on fire is going to activate the trap. Yeah. Okay, so this guy at the back's going to get spike trapped, because the guy in front of him is going to arm it. I like the way that they charge the traps. That's very cool. And then this guy here is going to activate this trap, and this guy here is going to get killed by the Minotaur. Yeah. Perfect. And that's the end of this section, I think. Yes. Your gold transmutes into gems, switch bonus 23, XP bonus 805, excellence bonus plus 20%, obols 50. So we've got 966 XP, 25 gems, and 50 obols. Okay. This is a demo as part of Turn-Based Thursday Fest. So I'm actually playing the demo right now. I don't have access to the full game. I just have the demo, and it's available to download on Steam. It's called Minos. Okay, there's an experienced shroom here. That got a bit more XP. It looks like there's only one option in terms of destinations right here. It is a door to the Crumbling Sanctuary, which has a new enemy type. Our reward is 25 gems, 50 obols. It has a courier modifier, and it is a big level. So I guess we've got to go down. At some point, a courier carrying a treasure will sprint through the maze. Okay. New enemy type, Archer, attacks from a distance. New mechanic, Diggables and Energy. Diggables can be removed at the cost of Asterian's energy. When dug, they grant a bit of resources. Energy is replenished after a wave of enemies is defeated. Okay, so I can dig these with Asterian rather than with me. That's interesting. And we can see all the entrances to the labyrinth right from the start. So the first entrance that is active is this one here. We get to choose draft our opening devices. So I definitely want a spike trap. They're very useful. Looks like spike traps are good against archers. They're the only things that are good against archers. I guess we just grab... Do we want to grab 3 spike traps? Let's just grab 3 spike traps to start with, okay? Now, there's quite a lot of undestroyable walls here. So let's think about the route they're going to take. I think, if we look at all of this, I think I kind of want to route them around the outside here. And basically make use of this passageway here. So I'm going to get Asterian to start breaking this wall here. He has... How much energy does he have? He has 5 energy to start breaking this stuff up for me. And then I'll get him to hit this wall as well. Alright, let's send him back to the base for the moment. So what I want to do is I want to change the course of this. But then again, there's very little traps along the outside. I don't know, this could work. So we put a wall here. Okay, they're going to go this way. We put a wall here. We'll put a wall here. I'm basically putting them all on the same path. We put a wall here. They now have to come past here. We put a spike trap here. Then I cover up this wall. Oh, I need to uncover this, and I don't have enough energy, right? Okay, for now, I'm going to have to redirect them differently. So we're going to uncover this. I want to try and make use of spike traps. I'm definitely going to be able to. So my final group will be along here, and then along here. But I can't really get into this spike trap this time. Right now I'm only bringing them past 1. I could probably end up using this trap. So if I put a spike wall here and a spike trap here, that will lead them past these 2. Is there another way I could get them to this spike trap? There isn't really, is there? I'm just going to place this spike trap for now. There's only 3 of them. Only one of them will make it to the Minotaur. We should be fine. Hey, Core. Oh, is there a trap here? Oh, there's a trap here. Okay. This is a very low-value trap for me, though, because only one lot of people is going to go past it. I want to, like, backfill forward, if that makes sense. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Yes, the Minotaur can mine the walls. I did that already. He ran out of energy, so I can't mine all the walls at once. Cool. So every round he gets more energy to mine walls. No damage to enemies. So now I've got 5 energy again, so I can now get him to mine this wall. And this wall. And this wall. And I want to start working my way to this trap here. And that's him out of energy for this run. But now I can build a blocker here, which will then bring them around this way, which forces them into this trap. And then I can bring them past this trap as well by building a wall here and a wall here and removing this wall here. And that will bring them past this trap as well. And then eventually I want to get them to go this way and around here and around, try and get them around this, like to loop around the middle. And I'm going to try and hit them with a blister or something. Now, I have 45 gold, which probably means I can't afford anything. First blood. Each wave, base damage of the first launch trap projectiles increased by 2. Poison gas, ballista, or spike trap. I can't afford any of these just yet. I've placed all of my traps. We just have to begin the hunt. Let's just check We've got 2 guys coming in from this way. We've got 2 guys coming in from this way. I'm seeing a lot of archers. So we probably want to make sure the Minotaur is somewhere they're not going to shoot him. Maybe here. Okay, they're just going to run to here. I think I'll just leave him here and see what happens. Let's go. So these 2 archers are going to die to the 2 spike traps. And all the archers are going to die to spike traps here. So he's going to die to this spike trap. Oh, kill the courier. Oh no, how am I going to get to the courier? I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the courier. He went through really fast. I had absolutely no chance to kill him with the way I set this up. So yeah, this one's going to die to here. That one's going to die to there. And that just leaves this guy who I'm just going to tell the Minotaur to hunt. Nice. Okay. So now another door has opened and we have 5 energy again. So let's mine this out. Maybe hide the old mining around a tight corner. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Okay, so I want to rebuild this. What I want to do, what I'm just thinking, is... Oh, actually, let me just grab my free trap. We're going to grab... Honestly, the spike traps just seem like the best trap at the moment. They do the most damage, and they're just instant kills. That might be a mistake. I don't have enough gold for anything else. So I want them to come through this trap, and then I want them to be redirected this way. And ideally, I want them to be redirected around this way. But I don't want them to go through here. So if I put this here, and open this, and then open this, and close this... Oh, but then how do I get them to go past this trap? I don't think I'm going to be able to make them come past this trap, because they're going to go... Wait, what's going on here? Okay, I need to close this here. So that's going to bring them around this way, but I don't want them to finish up here. I want them to go around this way. The Starion is blocked. That's fine. And I want a Starion to break this. This is really fun. This is tingling my brain in a good way. So now their route brings them all the way around here. All I need to change now is if I add a wall here and I remove this wall here, they're now going to go past every spike trap I've placed, and it's going to be really labyrinthian. Ho ho ho. And we can hang out in the lair. So it's going to add another spike trap here. And that should kill everybody. That's everything I can do right now. Let's begin. We'll just fast forward. So he dies here, he dies there. And this guy's going to die here. It's just going to take a little bit of time for this guy to get murdered, unfortunately. But he will get murdered when he gets to here, which is going to take a little bit of time. But we'll backfill some traps. I want to try the ballista trap. I'd like to try the poison gas trap as well. I've got a few places I could put those. This is only wave 3 of 5. Okay, that's him down. Blood offering level up, shot new items, all enemies killed by traps, no damage to enemies. That gets us more competence, I think. So free trap this time. We've got a choice between fire trap, luring trap, or spike trap. Let's grab a fire trap just so we've got something different. And let's see what we can buy in the shop. So there's a fire trap 2A longer. That's got a 32-second duration. That's probably really good against bosses. But I think I want to buy a ballista. An automatic ballista that shoots when an enemy crosses its line of fire once for 5 damage. Let's buy a ballista. Hey, Sobrical, how's it going? Now, where can I place the ballista? What's a good position for it? I'm here stylishly laid. That's the best way to be. Let's put the ballista here, but make sure it's facing the right way. So it's going to shoot the first person to come around this corner. And then the fire trap... how far back can I put the fire trap? Okay, there's no option to put it around the outside. Have you got this trap set up? I've got this trap set up. This is probably not... I can make them walk through here, actually. Let's put the fire trap here. And then I'm just going to put a wall like that, so they're forced to walk through the fire trap. And then I'm just going to get a steering to mine some walls. Although I have to be careful about that, actually. But I just want to get, like, the resources out of them without opening up any new routes for the enemy. Although this does actually give me access to another trap slot if I do this. Because then I can build a wall here, and they're forced to go around and through that trap there. I've got 1 energy left. Let's just mine this. And then let's start another hunt. And I'm curious to see how good the ballista is here. Okay, this guy's gonna die. Hopefully, die from fire damage before he triggers the. Good. I'm just gonna wait for that guy at the back. Oh, I don't have to hold down X. That's even better. This is a dungeon game? Kind of. It's more of a tower defense, but we're building a labyrinth of. So these are Greek adventurers exploring the labyrinth to kill Minos. What's the deal with the rats? So apparently, we can use the rats if we get the right items. And he just got ballisted. Cool. But we don't have the right items to use the rats yet. Is what the game is telling me. Kind of like a dungeon keeper, esque, I guess. All right. We don't have enough for blood. We don't have enough money. I guess we just begin the hunt again. There's nothing else I can really do apart from doing a little bit of quick mining with Asterion for resources. Just gonna wait for him to run through the maze to get to where I want him to mine. Okay, that's got me a little bit of resources. I could probably mine here as well, as long as I can destroy... I can add a wall there. Let's take him back in here. Let's begin the hunt. Why are they distracted? What is distracting them? No, the Minotaur is tired. Can you hear him? Can you hear him making groaning noises? We'll speed this up. So this guy's gonna die of fire. We resisted the fire. Okay. So archers are fire resistant. That's a problem. Because we don't have enough traps yet to kill everybody. I can only kill 1 more person with this spike trap before they get to me. We'll hide here for the moment. I don't know if they need to get to me or they just need to get to the lair. What happens if he gets to the lair? Okay. So we took a little bit of damage there. So archers are immune to fire, or resistant to fire. We just leveled up. Your gold transfers into gems. We got 41 gems. Nice. And we got a level up. What does the leveling up do?
Back to safety.
Okay. Unlocks affordable in camp. So I've got the option of going to this place. That's a boat to the underworld. What is that? Allows you to scout the route ahead. Fireplace is a good place to set up your camp.
This is indeed
Nice.
a good place to set up camp, Asterion. Let us rest. Even here, comfort survives.
Okay. Aha! Spend XP for a wide variety of upgrades and unlocks. I got a bow, let me charge it. So we can have a tent, which spends XP for a wide variety of upgrades and unlocks, or we can get an Imaginarium, use gems to imagine new devices. Both of these sound very good, they're both quite cheap. Let's grab the tent, and let's grab the Imaginarium. So I've got both of these. So the tent... Okay, we can spend XP for more health, damage, or speed. And there's other things we can't unlock just yet. We can also get more starting gold. Improved transmutation. Okay, I understand what that means. More starting items, more options. Tinker. Spend 1 energy to gain 5% of blood needed for sacrifice. Exert. Sacrifice 5 health for 1 energy. Rearmor device. It takes 9 seconds to rearmor device. Destroy a non-permanent wall at the cost of 3 health. Interesting. And what does the Imaginarium do? So this spend gems to come up with new device ideas. So longer fire trap. It's an Abram tank in reverse. Ah, okay, I didn't get that until you pointed it out. I see it now. Abram tank, yes. Nat Maharabra. That's a great way of doing names for fantasy names. There's also the combustible fire here. When the enemy receives damage, they set other nearby enemies on fire. That sounds quite useful. We've also got the hidden passage. Passable only by Asterion until tracked. Enemies reveal the passage when attacked from it or when attacking a stallion. Okay. Automatic door closes after 1 enemy passes. I can see this being useful, but not right now. We could also re-roll for new devices, and I would quite like maybe the spike trap that reactivates. So I'm going to re-roll once. Okay. We've got the Trojan Minotaur. Enemies will advance towards it and attack it. So it's like a fake Pokemon. Seesaw. Asterion activates, deals high damage when stepping on one plate while an enemy is on the other plate. 12 damage. After this trap requires Asterion to interact with it. Step on. Okay. Automatic door or reorder. Let's grab the seesaw. That sounds like fun to play with. And there's the winding spike trap that I wanted as well. Okay, we're not going to buy anything else just now. Let's go back to the tent. Use a trap rearm skill. Yes, I'm going to go pick that up. That was my next thing was to go and pick up the trap rearm skill. Okay, we've got that. Let's maybe get... so we've got 1,242 XP left. We can grab more starting items. I'm not too worried about Tinker or Exert. I'm not too worried about these either. Increases, excuse me, hang on. Increases Asterian's damage from 5 to 6. Increases Asterian's movement speed from 600 to 700. Increases Asterian's health from 40 to 45. Let's grab one more starting item, I think. And let's grab more speed. Okay, what does the scouting map do? Ah, okay. At some point, so we just did that, and we're now here. And then we're going to go here, and then we're going to go here. Cool. So let's... There's nothing I can do in this room, right? Oh, give them silver oboes to purchase an artifact. You give the oboes to the souls, you're rewarded with an artifact of your choice. Bonus 3 gems for beating an enemy away with trap devices only. When an enemy dies on a tile with rats, gain plus 20 gold. Enemies pulled with a hook over rubble receive 4 damage. We'll grab the Perfection Charm for now, because these other two require things that I don't think I've got the ability to set up. Alright, let's head down to the next level of the labyrinth. So we've got Door to Fractured Promenade, which is an average-sized labyrinth with archers and soldiers. Not soldiers, I guess they're adventurers. Okay, this is interesting. I like the progression here. This is a very small labyrinth. Wow. Okay, how are we going to make best use of this? Well, let's get our starting items before we do anything else. Oh. Okay, I thought I just made a huge mistake. Let's try out the seesaw. Let's grab the winding spike trap. Let's grab a spike trap. And let's grab a luring trap. Okay. So the seesaw. So it doesn't use a trap slot, which is good. So if I have a corridor where someone's going to walk past, I can have Asterion just step on it and make it explode. Now the entrances to the dungeon, we've got an entrance here, an entrance here, and an entrance here. And I don't really want them coming past the lair. So what I could do is I could have these people go down here, along here, up and around this way, and then along this way. There's some traps, so we can maybe get them to go backwards and forwards. Oh, the dog just got scared by the door. It's okay, Tully. You're fine. That was just the door. You bumped into it. She walked into the door there. So we could maybe make them go back. Oh, my mouse running out of batteries? Or is it just in a bad position? It's just in a bad position. I can make them go back and forth across here, and then come around to this one, and then go like up and down into here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's get Asterion to clear this, and then start clearing this. Okay, that's everything he can clear for now. And then if I go into build mode, I want to remove this, and I want to trap this, and I want to trap this. I want to remove this. And for now, my route is kind of limited, but I can make them go down here. I can make them go across this way. That's all I can really do at the moment. Oh no, I can bring them down along here. I can do that as my route for the moment, which does make them go past a few traps. So I think eventually I'm going to make this one or this one the winding trap, because I want to make sure they're moving across it a lot. But for now, I'm just going to make this trap here the winding trap. We can remove it later. I'll make this a spike trap. We'll put the plate here, and I'll put a luring trap here. And so if I get Asterion to walk on this, it just pushes them up. Not sure how scary that is, but we'll see. Let's begin the hunt and find out. So we'll kill the third archer, hopefully, with this. And if we mess it up, then we've got the luring trap for him. Let's not forget that this trap actually needs people to walk over it to activate it. So it's actually not going to be active for this push. Okay, you can only use this once. Oh, I can't. How do I rearm a trap? I did pick up that skill, right? Ah, this trap here can be rearmed. So Astarion needs to get back to the trap's rearmament. Oh, and he actually he actually survived the luring trap, which is also very interesting. We'll jump out and kill him when he gets a bit closer. So trap rearm requires me to actually get all the way back to the trap, which is actually going to be quite difficult for us. Okay. Alright, let's break up some more of this. So I'm going to just jump into this mode. I'm going to remove this trap for now. I'm actually going to remove all my traps for the moment. Just to reset them. Okay. And then we've got more people coming in here. So let's reset the route to go this way. So I'll build a wall here. Actually, I need to delete that wall for the moment so Astarion can get about. Delete this wall, delete this wall. And then let's... Hidden door would be excellent. Yes, I'm seeing... I can now really see the reason for hidden door and how useful it is. So let's smash this. We'll smash this. And then... I want them to go through this tile here. I actually want them to go through both of these tiles. I want them to go backwards and forwards through here. But looking at it, it's going to be quite hard to make them do that. No, I've got an idea. If we destroy this tile here... Okay, and then I can build a wall here and a wall here. They now have to go through this and through that. Good morning, Kavera. How are you doing? And then, if I want them to go through here, I need to destroy all of this, which I don't have the energy to do right now. But we can start working on it. Actually, I can make them go through it now. No, I can't. No, I can't. I need to destroy this and then this. Alright, let's bring you back here for the moment. Now, I've got a lot of people coming through here. So let's put the winding trap here. We'll put a normal spike trap here. We'll put the... The spike trap needs to be somewhere where Astarion can actually reset it. But that's the... I don't really want to put it here, because that gets people a little bit too close. Because what's going to happen is all three of these are probably going to make it to Astarion. So I'm going to put a lure trap... Oh, I can't actually... Hang on. If I build a wall here... Can I put a lure trap here? Yes, I can put a lure trap here. That's going to get rid of one of them. So they're going to activate this trap. This guy's going to get killed by the lure trap, which is going to leave these two. So let's put this trap here, and I can kill one of them. And that's... I don't have enough gold to buy a trap, I don't think. Hacker discount. All user devices in the shop are heavily discounted. Ballista shifting passage. A set of walls that moves backwards and forward when three enemy passes through. Kills the third counted enemy. That could open and close paths, which could allow us to go and rearm traps, which is quite cool. We'll put Astarion here, and we will try this hunt. So they're going to activate the trap and kill the archer, actually. Okay. But they're not going to have enough people to rearm the trap, unfortunately. So I can rearm this trap. But I can't get to it at the moment. This guy's going to get killed by... this. I just flew into the screen. Screaming into the screen. That's funny. Then the next guy's going to get killed by the lure trap. And then the final one gets killed by us. As the manager comes rumbling out of the darkness and murders him. Okay, we've now got the blood offering for a free trap. Which gets us a fire trap, a spike trap, or a seesaw. Well, we know that the archers are resistant to fire. A second seesaw might be useful, but I think a spike trap is good enough right now. Let's grab a spike trap. And then I think we've got enough. We might have enough for the shop. No, we can't afford anything at the shop. Okay. So this is all set up fine. I want to just deal with this really quickly. So now we can make use of this trap here. If I destroy this wall and build a wall here, and then build walls like this, they have to go through that trap. Now, these guys here are an issue. So let's remove this for the moment. I want to do this. Okay, and I'll also remove this for the moment. So they're coming in here. There is a trap down here I would like them to hit. But I also want people to hit this trap here. So what we could do is we need to get Astarion to destroy this, and destroy. I don't think I've got enough energy to do all of it right now. Let's see what we can destroy. By the way, every time I think, all I can think of is Astarion from Baldur's Gate. Who I know this guy is named after. Who Astarion was named after. Okay. So I can't do what I want to do yet. But I can have them come along here. So I'm wondering if this is maybe the best place in the dungeon to put the winding trap. Because we're going to get lots of footfall on it. So let's delete it from here. I will put it here. I'll put a spike trap here. We'll put the seesaw... Seesaw's going to have to go here. There's nowhere else I can put it. I will put the luring trap here. So I was going to grab the... First archer is going to die to the luring trap. Second archer is going to die to the spike trap. Then this archer is going to die to this spike trap. This guy here is going to die to the seesaw, which just leaves this one guy for us to kill. And that should be fine. So it's going to move Astarion to the seesaw, and we'll begin the hunt. We're still not going to actually be able to wind the winding spike trap with the setup we've got at the moment. Oh, he survived that. Okay, they can survive that as well. So let's just send Astarion after this guy. Okay, that was a bit too slow there. I should have been a bit faster. Okay, Astarion is actually very slow when he doesn't have any run juice. I could have done that better. I love the way they fly into the screen. Okay, let's just get this guy to us. Oh, I could also reset this, which is good to know. Okay. So we made a slight mistake there. Blood offering leveled up and the shop has new items. So let's get our blood item first. It's so over the top. Fire trap, a spike trap, or a luring trap. I want to stick with getting more spike traps. And let's see what we can buy in the shop. Ooh, a boulder drop. And a Medusa head. And a student loan. All gold gain is converted to blood.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
Step
killer.
on drops a rolling boulder in the selected direction. Damage decreased by 2 after each hit. Can only be placed on trap slots. So we could make this roll down a corridor and hurt a lot of people. Or the Medusa head. Deals damage and petrifies on kill. Killed units turn to stone. The stone blocks the path and can be destroyed. I've definitely got to grab... You've got to grab the boulder trap when the game offers you a boulder trap. So, the best place to put the boulder trap, I think, is here. But only if it's rolling down this corridor. Other options are... There's probably... I could see maybe rolling it over a fire trap could set fire to it. And then you get a fiery boulder. Maybe putting it over this makes it jump. There's a few things I can think of. So I think we're going to remove this trap. We're going to put it in our inventory. We're going to remove this for the moment and put it in our inventory. I'm going to get Astarion to break... So I need to break this. I think I need to break all 4 of these. Okay. So that frees that up for me to redo this area. What's up? Oh, she wants... One second. I need to wrap the angry dog up in her blanket. It's nice. Good girl. Become a nice burrito. Lucky burrito. There you go. There's your blanket. Alright, that's her wrapped up. Just need to put the blanket over her. I do definitely want to find some combos. This game's really tickling my brain in a really good way. Okay, so what I want them to do is I want them to come down here, cross over this trap, come down here, cross over the trap that's here, and then come back up. So let's build some walls. We build a wall here and here. And then we need to remove this trap for the moment. And then I want them to come through here. And just to give me a bit more time, I'll put a trap here as well. And that makes them go around the corner. Then I'm going to put the bowl trap here. The boulder trap there. Hopefully that's going to catch enough people. I don't see a better position to put it than that. The winding spike trap needs as much foot traffic as possible to set it off. I'm going to put it here. The normal spike trap I'm going to put here. The seesaw I will put here. And the lure trap... where do I want to put the lure trap? The lure trap is a bit of an odd one. Let's put it here because it'll catch the first person that makes it past to everybody. Alright, let's see what the boulder does. And let's see if we can survive these archers. it looks like one of the archers will get to Asterion. So we'll put Asterion here to surprise them, and then we can run back over and activate that when it becomes time. Okay, he's actually been lured, but he got spike trapped. Okay, they both got lured, which means we're going to set off the boulder trap early. Okay, boulder trap was stunningly effective there. We can actually run and reset the boulder trap if we're very fast. Come on, Asterion. Reset that boulder trap. This has been activated by people walking over it. Okay, and then reset this trap. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, and then get over here. I don't think it's gonna make it to the slingshot, but I'm pretty sure well, this guy's gonna get lured away, and this guy's gonna activate the boulder trap. Whee! Okay, just as I got it built like in a way that I was really enjoying, we completed the level, which is kind of cool and frustrating at the same time.
I never tire of cheating fates. Oh, the fates must be furious by now.
So there's a scroll here. Bounty. The target is hiding somewhere in the labyrinth. This is a kill job. A benefactor does not want him captured alive. The target is a kid, no combat training, easy money. He might be getting help from Old Daedalus. If you find and bring his head, we might get... Oh, this is a bounty on us. Okay. This isn't a bounty for us to hunt someone. This is a bounty on us. Let's set up camp.
A flicker of normal life.
We can build something new now. We can build a lexicon. Allows you to study discovered scrolls and catalog, tracked artifacts, enemies, and more. So that gets us the lexicon, which I think is just a place to check stuff. Yeah. Okay, there's actually concepts here, which we didn't get before. And details on enemies. Okay, so stuff we encounter, basically. Any new traps. Longer fire trap, combustible fire trap, or the ballista. I'm quite keen to unlock the ballista. And we've got some stuff we can unlock with our XP as well. We haven't leveled up, though. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to unlock the ballista. Interactive door. Can be closed manually. Has to be activated manually or linked to a trigger, e.g. a pressure plate. This device is always available in the shop once unlocked in the Imaginarium. I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to use. I'd rather hold on to my gems for the moment. Did you notice there was a buzzsaw there, by the way? And let's see what we can do with our XP. Let's get Asterion's damage up, I think, just so we can make sure we're killing someone if we get into close combat with them. And then our only option is to head down to the roots of the earth. So I think this might be a boss room. Hang on a second. No, it's not a boss room. The next one is a boss room. There's a new enemy type in this labyrinth, though. Locking trap slots. Devices can't be removed once placed on a trap slot. Is the loss here? What do you mean the loss? New enemy, fighter. Armored enemy. Best eliminate him using traps. HP increased by 4 when in a group. Combat armor. Receives reduced combat damage. Heavy. Probably means I can't throw him with the seesaw. Boulder resistant 90%. Health 4. Damage 5. Speed 170. Combat armor 50. Require more energy to dig, but grant a significant amount of resources. So we now have gold tiles. Okay, this is now looking very Dungeon Keeper. Alright. This is a really awkward start. Okay, I'm going to have to break this, and break this, and break, probably this, to make a route where I don't just die instantly. So if let's grab what I've got need from the shop. Oh, line of sight. Yes, I think line of sight is a thing, especially for the archers. Alright, let's grab a spike trap. We'll grab a ballista. We'll grab a winding spike trap. And I think a fire trap might be good against the fighter. Okay, so if I block this like this, they have to go this way. So I need to get them to walk past a trap. How much energy do I have left? I've got 2. And this will take 2 to dig. So I've got a trap here. Oh, this is really hard. So they come in here, right? I can get them to go along this way. I can get them to come up here. I can get them to turn in here. If I can destroy this brick, I can get them to go past this trap. That's like the only trap I can make them go past. I need to destroy this brick and this brick to make them go past this trap, and that's the only trap I can make happen. Which means I have to deal with another 2 archers. No, in between levels, yeah. As line of sight, I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean, Money Man. Sorry. Between levels. This is the problem here. I can see now why that ability to smash unbreakable walls is actually really, really powerful. Okay, let's break this. Can't get there. That's because I've currently got you blocked in. Right, let's unblock you for the moment. And break this. And break this. Okay. So now... So what happens when they get to the lair, they will track Mysterium. And then let's destroy this wall here. Okay, and destroy this wall here. And build a wall here. So I'm going to come along here. I want to destroy... Oh, this isn't going to... Nah, I could work. Okay. I still don't think this is going to work. But so they're going to come along here. They're going to go through here. They're going to come down here. They're going to come into here. They're going to go through this wall and then through this wall. And then they're going to come out here. Why is the route blocked? Because of this. This is blocking the route here. I can't actually get out. Can I restart the level? I cannot restart the level. So there's no way. Okay, what I could do is I could move Asterion to here. Okay, I've got an idea. If I destroy this, and I build a wall here, and I build a wall here, they're going to have to go da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I move Asterion to... Okay, Asterion can't get there at the moment. I can move Asterion to here. And then I can put the fire trap here. And that's now locked. I forgot about that. But once I place a trap in this dungeon, it is locked. And a spike trap here. The problem is there's a good chance the guy who sits at the fire trap will probably also set up the spike trap. And what will happen is they'll come in, they'll go to the lair, they'll work out where Asterion is, and they'll run straight to him. But that will still make them run over the traps. And that's really all I can do right now. Actually, I could set another trap. If I destroy this wall, I could have Asterion stand here and have them come past this trap as well. But the only thing I could put in it is a ballista. But I don't think this is a great place for a ballista. I'll place it because I'm kind of limited on my options. I will put Asterion here. And then I just need to make sure I've blocked this way, so they can. Oh, they have to come around this way to get to him. All right, let's see how this plays. I'm so powerful. So they're gonna go straight to the lair, which allows them to track Asterion. What do you mean, no, Pango? What have I done wrong? Okay, this will set fire. Yeah, it's gonna take too much damage. Okay, he did die, which is good. Then one of these guys is gonna get shot by the ballista, and then we have to fight the last archer. And we managed to do it. We did take some damage. Oh, we didn't take any damage. Okay, cool. We have defeated. All right, the next wave is coming from here. So we have to build this in a way that they are going to take as much damage as possible. No, they have to kill. They're hunting Asterion. So even though Asterion is like a Minotaur and pretty powerful, he cannot take on a whole group of enemies at once. He's very good at hunting them like one by one. Okay. So we're pretty much going to have to rely on the same strategy here. They're going to come in and they're going to head along here. What I really want to do is delay how long it takes them to get from the flame trap to the spike trap if possible. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Let's clear out this, though, so I've got a bit more space in this room. We'll get rid of both of these gold. That's got me 100 gold. I can't afford anything to shop with that, can I? I can get a backbiter. Activated by the last enemy in the group, deals 5 damage. Or another spike shot. Let's try the backbiter out. I've never seen one of these before. And let's just clear... let's clear this. Alright. So, there's not really anywhere I can put the backbiter is the problem. Okay, let's have a look at how we can place walls here. So they come in. They have to go past the fire trap. Then they come up here, and there's not really any way I can delay them, is there? What if... Can I rotate this? I can't remove it. I can't rotate it either. Because what I could do is I could put Asterion here. And that will force them to go over the spike trap after the fire trap has killed somebody. So they basically come along here. They go up, down, around, along. Oh, I need to destroy... I need to destroy this and build a wall here. So they'll come along here, come down here, come through here. Hopefully walking over the ballista means they'll get attacked by it when they step here, but maybe not. Then one of them will step on the spike trap, and then they'll find Asterion. That's going to have to be this attempt. There's nothing else. I can't place any more traps, because I can't get to them. Can I pull them through here? Is there a way to pull them through here? Okay, let me rethink this. So if I block this off, they come to here. They come... Ah, no, they can't get through here. But they can go through here. So they come along here. They come through this trap. They come down here. They come along here. They come up here to here. Along, around, down. I remove this wall, build a wall here. That means the last guy steps on the fire trap. And Asterion is hiding here. And that way I get to use... I can place the backbiter here, or I can place the stepping one. The question is, are they smart enough to disable the ballista? That is the question. I'm gonna put the winding spike trap here. Let's see how this goes. Asterion is blocked from the lair, which means they can't get to Asterion. What is blocking him? Along here, through here. I need to destroy this wall here. Yeah, okay, they can get to us now. Let's begin the hunt. This is a good puzzle. I'm really enjoying this. This is a really good demo as well. There's a lot of gameplay in this demo. Remember, this is a demo I'm playing. It is available on the Steam store right now. Okay, I killed one with that spike trap. Okay, the first guy to step on the ballista did set it off. We're going to fight 2 people at the end here. No, but one of them will be on fire when he gets to us. Here we go. Okay, we took a bit of damage, but we did get through that round. Now we've got a blood offering, which means we've got another trap, and we can get access to one more area. A luring trap would be very good here because it gives us an extra. It gives us an extra trap without needing a trap slot. Okay. Now we have these guys, so we can actually take advantage of these guys because we can reset the trap after they step through it. Hey, Daedra, how's it going? There's only one more... There's 2 more traps available on the map. There's one here, and there's one here. This one's going to require 3, 4, 5 to get to. So let's do this trap next. This is a cool little game. Okay, and then we'll put Asterion back in his hole. Yes. Asterion is both your core and your combat unit. Luring Trap only works on adventurers. That's actually quite useful. Let's destroy this and build this here. So that's... Oh, that means they're not going to walk past the ballista. That is unfortunate that they're not going to walk past the ballista at the start. But I can't really rework this to get them to walk past the ballista. Unless I I need more energy. I need to destroy this. So for now, we're just going to use the ballista when they come back later. Let's put the backbiter on this, which we can reset later. And I'll put a luring trap. I'd love to put a luring trap so like they're forced to walk over this multiple times. But that's not really how it works. I think I'll put a luring trap here. Okay. That's really the best we can do right now. We have 67 gold. I don't mind the backseating at all. Not at all. Okay. So this last second guy here is going to get backbitten. Nice. And we can quickly run and reset that. I hope. These guys have now detected Asterion. He's resetting this trap. Oh god, they're coming fast. I did manage to reset it, but I ran. Because I wanted to go through the other traps first. This guy's going to get killed by the ballista. And this guy's going to get killed by the spike trap. So the one issue there was I couldn't reset the trap fast enough. I can't remove the walls right now. Because the walls that are in the way are undestroyable walls. And I can't change the direction the ballista is facing. Okay, we got another blood offering. We're looking for traps that don't go on trap slots really here. So a seesaw does do work for us here. Okay, and then we've got access to the shop. A linkable ballista 3B Quattro. Shoots in 4 directions simultaneously when a linked trigger is activated. Can't afford that right now though. That's fascinating. The other one. Which would be the other one? You can move the walls and have ballista work by moving the walls. I'm not sure, because this ballista's stuck facing this way. It's the only ballista I have. By the 2x entrance and move the walls. I can't move any of my traps. So one of the modifier for this level is traps can't be moved once they've been placed. So if you want me to move the ballista somewhere else, I can't do that, unfortunately. Alright, I need to destroy these two blocks to activate another trap for me. Although I can't use it just now. I'm pretty happy with the route that we've got. So these two, the second one will set off the backbiter. I want to make use of the seesaw. Okay, we could put the seesaw here. Like that. Alright, Deidre, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. This is a one-off stream. And what we could do is we could hide Asterion here at the start. Out of line of sight. Where he can run over and reset this trap. And he should have time to do it this time where he didn't have it last time. And just so that I don't forget to do it, I can... Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? He needs to... Okay, he's going to need to go like this. I don't know if I can get him to hit both of these traps. Does it have to be a ballista or something, this trap? That's going to make sure they walk over this one. Like that. Have them walk towards the ballista, moving to... I can't make them walk towards the ballista, though, because it's facing this way. I can't remove this wall. I can't remove this wall. You're wanting me to make them come this way when they to walk in front of it when they arrive, so they can maybe walk around this way, like this, is what I think you want me to do. So if I was to, I've got energy left. If I was to destroy this wall and this wall, and then I go remove this, and I put a wall here, here, and here, then they have to walk past the ballista to get in. I think that's what you want me to do, and then I can reset the ballista, and I can reset this trap. We can hide Asterion here. Will they spot him there? Maybe if I hide him here. Alright, what else have we got coming into the dungeon? I've got a fighter, an adventurer, a fighter, and an archer. Okay, let's try this. I might not have time to reset this trap, but I can probably get the ballista reset. In fact, this is going to fire because only one person is going to walk through it. We just have to make sure this guy doesn't see Asterion. Cool, he didn't see him. Testing the provision of adventures. Adventures, okay, that will go off if only one person walks through it. I don't think I'm going to have time to disarm this, but we'll try. Okay, that didn't work. I didn't actually manage to rearm either of them. I was too fast. We took an arrow shot we didn't need. There's quite a lot of tension here. I like this. That's interesting. Seesaws can be used from both sides. Whee! Okay, we made it through that round. So I can't be quite so fast in my deciphering. Like, I needed to wait for that. I thought this had finished and it hadn't. I need a ballista or something. Damn. These don't really do anything for me right now. I'll grab another seesaw. And I've got enough for the shop, though. A ballista is exactly what I need. Or a Medusa head. No, it doesn't look like it's got range. I think I need the ballista. We could get the 4-way ballista and a pressure plate and mess around with that. Let's try this thing out. Because we've got this slot here. So I can put the 4-way ballista here, which is the only slot I have left on the map to place a trap in. And then I can place a pressure plate. The problem is I don't want them to step to here, right? I don't want them to go this way. They have to step here. So it means I can only really use the ballista to fire in this direction, unfortunately. Unless I get them to come this way and then up and around like this. This still doesn't really matter, does it? We'll just put a pressure plate here and we'll link it to the ballista. So it's not as fun as it could be, because I have to be really simple with it right now. Then we're just gonna harvest gems with the Asterion, and we might as well grab this gold. And then what I'll do is I'll just build some walls to re-block those up. Okay, we'll put Asterion here in a monster closet. We'll get the ballista reset. We won't be able to reset anything else. Let's begin the hunt. So as soon as this guy's passed, we'll go and reset this. Oh, crap. I messed up. Okay. It could have been better. So peripheral vision, they do have some peripheral vision, is what we've just discovered. Okay, that has been reset now. Let's get you to your little position. Okay, we're not going to need all the traps we built. Okay, that could have gone better, but it could have gone much worse. Is I suppose the what I need to think about here. We'll grab these gems. And I'll grab this gold. And then we'll put you in your monster closet. Now, why is this showing... If it comes to combat, this group will defeat Asterion. Okay, so it's telling me that as they're built out now, this squad can kill Asterion. So we have to definitely make sure they do not spot him here. Alright, let's begin the hunt. I can't place anything else. I don't have any more money. I've got money, actually. And I have a seesaw left over. I could put a seesaw here. We might as well do that. Is there anything to buy? I can't use the Medusa's head or the ballista, so there's no point. Let's... I'm tempted to actually hide Asterion here. It's about equidistance back, but I think it's just a little bit safer. Let's begin the hunt. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, getting shot by a ballista. As soon as they go around the corner, we're going to start resetting this trap. Okay, he got caught by that. I don't think I've got time to reset this. We'll try it, though, really quickly. Okay, he got killed by the lure trap. The enemies are on their way to find us now. Okay, we did manage to reset that trap. We're going to stand here. That's a lot of people coming. A lot of people coming. This is scary. This is really scary. Okay, just the archer left. Okay. Wow. That was intense. But we did it. No level up though. Wow, okay, that was more intense than I thought it was going to be. That was a fun little level. That was very different from
Safe. For now.
what the game was giving us. Alright, let's check this scroll first. Case of the Vanishing Boulder. I think I'm going mad. This is a recollection of the event that transpired in recent months I can't wrap my head around. I've had a falling out with the gods. Long story short, they were like, Sisyphus, you devious and cunning yet puny human, push this boulder upwards, like from the depths of Tartarus all the way to the ground floor. But I'm a beast of a man. I'm a proper stallion, dare I say. Easy peasy, back home in a week, or so I thought. I'll be pushing the boulder for a couple of floors every day because that's how awesome I am. But every now and again, after a nap, I'm puzzled to say the boulder is gone. It's a huge-ass rock. How can it just be gone? And so I have to fetch a new one downstairs. That's a hell of a stroll, pun unintended. You should see my calves, magnificent and delicious. Attaching a drawing. Anyways, every now and then I swear I hear distant battle, and amidst the warfare cacophony of cries of pain and crackle of crushed limbs, I hear a faint rumble of a rolling boulder. Is that my boulder? How do I take in all this content? Monster energy, lots of coffee, Shadow Dream. At the moment, coffee is both killing me and keeping me alive thanks to my job. There's some EXP there. Oh, there's some... okay, this is good to know. Stuff to batter in the overworld. For example, we have some gems here. Alright, let's see what we can buy for an artifact from these guys. Trigonometry chart. Ballista arrows have -2 base damage, but gain +1 damage for every 2 tiles traveled. All blood gain is converted to gold. Bonus 10 XP for every kill with a linkable track device. I'm going to take the trigonometry chart. That sounds like it could be very strong. And let's set up camp, because I think there's more new stuff we can unlock.
The hearth is sanctuary.
At the Imaginarium, we can unlock the Buzzsaw. Deals minor damage multiple times. Works until charges depleted. Interesting. It has friendly fire, though. There's also a linkable ballista, which works with our ballista thing. Shoots an arrow when linked trigger is activated. Let's grab both of them. Oh, I can't. Okay, that went away. Immobilizer spike trap. Damages and immobilize an enemy. Deals damage on an enemy, can be activated twice. Deals far more damage than the rest. This seems good, the 2-hit spike trap. So does the stronger spike trap. I can get one of these. Not too worried about the immobilizer. Let's get the 2-hit. Advanced luring trap or revolving wall. A linkable set of walls that can be rotated 180 degrees. I feel like I'm too tired to take advantage of that, but it sounds like the shenanigan possible with that is very high. Okay, we've got 1,756 XP to spend. I'm thinking that we buy more starting gold. And what can I spend with my 1,000? Let's just get more HP. Okay. So this next level is a boss level. So let's see what the bosses in this game are like. A much tougher challenge, but with a sizable reward. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 enemy types we haven't seen before on this level. Disarms all devices, including those that do not only have to be rearmed after use. Quick, fast in combat, lands their first hit before staring attacks. Champion. For every enemy in the group has 1 stack of leadership, which is plus 4 HP. Has arrow resistance. Net thrower. Casts a barbed net, which slows and deals... What do you mean YouTube returns to life? What happened? Did the stream drop? Oh no. I'm in Australia, Moneyman, but I'm from Scotland originally. What did you miss, YouTube? Did YouTube cut out there? Because I haven't got any dropped frames. According to my stream, the connection's lovely. Buttery smooth. Fast in combat land, so cast a which slows and deals damage. Okay, this sounds really scary. Okay, well, we've got a great avenue for a ballista along here. Stream is being weird, might just be me. I haven't dropped according to YouTube. There's also an even better ballista shot along here. Or a great ballista shot along here. Still here on YouTube, okay. So we've got what? There's only 2 entrances to the dungeon. Okay. Stream go boom here. Oh, the stream has not gone down for me, but it seems like a couple people lost the stream. Has it come back? Okay. Are you back on the stream? We'll grab a seesaw. We'll grab the linkable ballista. We'll grab a 2-hit spike trap. And we'll grab an ordinary ballista. I'm going to do some long-range shots on this dungeon if I can. We can also grab a pressure plate. We're back, yeah, okay. Getting buffering every 2 seconds. I'll try restarting. I'm definitely not dropping frames. According to my stream health, it's very healthy. There were some rough spots. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. There were some rough spots. Interesting. Well, everything seems to be good here. Like, in terms of my stream health. It's saying no drop frames. Let me check Twitter. Yeah, both Twitch and YouTube are showing perfect stream health. 60 frames per second, no jitter, no drop frames. And that's not been a problem for a long time either. That's a shame. Okay, let me think about how we want to build this out. If I put a ballista here, it was back then stuttering. I could have Asterion rearm it, and I could have them come to here, and I could place a pressure plate here. So let's dig through here and here. Okay. And then I want to dig through these two as well, but I won't have enough to do that this turn. Actually, I will. Okay. So if I get them to go...
Thank you for the follow, Reek.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Reekever. Sorry for my terrible Microsoft Sam voice. North America YouTube glitch. So North America as well. Okay. So I want them to come up and down. But I'm not going to be able to do that, because what's going to happen is the ballista is going to bring them down this way. That's a problem. So I want to close this off here. So they're going to go through this trap, come up to here, step out here. I want the ballista to shoot them. But that's not going to happen straight away. So let's rethink this. Let's put a wall here and a wall here. Unfortunately, I can't break this right now, but I could put a ballista here to shoot them in the back. But now I can unlock this, and we could put the linkable ballista here with a pressure plate here, and I could link these together. Okay, so when someone steps here, this ballista is going to shoot straight down the corridor and hit them. Eventually, we'll replace this with a spike trap or something and make them come around here. Then they come down to here, and we can actually just remove the wall behind the ballista. And what I want them to do is like move through this area here, but they can't do that yet because I have to mine all of this out. YouTube got a few minutes of glitching and now it's over. Okay, I'm sorry that happened, everybody. So I think I'm just going to have to do this to start with. This is all I've got. Now on Twitch too. Awesome. Oh, that was you. Thank you so much, Kavar. Okay, the only thing I can place now is I will place a spike trap here, I think. The problem is we've got that guy coming who deactivates traps. And then I can put this here. And we can have Asterion standing here to like slingshot seesaw the first person who comes through. I can't place this ballista yet because I've got nowhere to put it. Who do we have? We've got a disarmer who's going to be a big problem. He's just going to instantly disarm the spike trap. Instead of that, then let's put a ballista here that just shoots him when he comes into the dungeon. That seems like a better shout than putting a spike trap there that he's just going to disarm. Why must I have good grades in maths, Shadow Dreams? I do not have good... What makes you say that? Okay, let's begin the hunt. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. Let's go. Okay, he's actually not going to die to that, which is even more frustrating. Okay, we can send him into space, though. Whee. Can't rearm this either, which is sad. Wow, that did no damage at all. Okay, looks like we're going to fight on our hands. This guy's going to throw a thing at us. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We didn't take too much damage. But we're going to have to open up more of the map now, because I want them to come through all of this. It's going to take me ages to open this up. Hey, Mishaps, how's it going? This is a really fun game. So it's kind of like a tower defense game, but we are the Minotaur in the labyrinth, and the enemies are coming to kill the Minotaur. So he is both their target and a way to kill them. And then we're laying traps and stuff. So I need to clear all of this out. We are indeed the Minotaur, with Daedalus as well. Daedalus lays down traps, we fight people. Do I want to clear this out first? I think I clear this out first. Okay, that's me out of energy for this turn. So now we place a wall here. Place a wall here. Remove this wall. Remove this wall. Place a wall here. I think it was Theseus who did it, yeah. and we make them go around this way. I'm also going to move this. There's an archer first. I'm going to change the seesaw from here to... I'm going to put it maybe here instead. So Asterion just needs to step to here. And then we're going to put a spike trap here. Okay. Begin the hunt. First guy got killed by the ballista. These guys, unfortunately, are so... Oh, there's so many enemies coming. Damn, we are just not prepared for this. Okay, we're going to try and send this guy into space if we can. Yeah, we didn't in fact manage to send him to space. But that is the only enemy we're going to be able to send to space here. This guy's going to die to the spike trap. Okay, and that was a double shot spike trap, which got both of them. But now we're going to have to deal with this party on our own. We have no more traps to hit them with. I could maybe have run and tried to reset this, but I don't think I would have had time. Okay, here they come. Okay, we survived that round, which is good. And the blood offering is active, so we've got more traps, which is important. So let's grab our blood offering. The winding spike track, I think, is going to be very good on this map. And we've got 207 gold. Explosive injection. Steps on, injects the enemy, causing them to suffer 3 damage over 10 seconds. If they die during that time, they explode, dealing 8 damage to nearby enemies. Well, that sounds amazing. And let's also grab a spike trap. Okay. Right. If I clear... Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to make them walk through this. I'm going to put the exploding trap right here. So let's get Asterion to clear this out. And then we're just going to demolish this wall. Hang on, my mouse is being funny. I think my receiver's not quite working. And then we're going to put a wall here and a wall here, which just makes them come up and walk through this point here. And I'm going to put the explodey trap here. Okay. Now I've got 2 spike traps left, a winding spike trap and an ordinary spike trap. So let's put... I want to try and start opening this area up to us. So what can we clear out this turn? Asterion can kill this. We're not going to be able to clear out that much. I can't get this, but we can clear this and this. So next turn, we'll be able to clear more of this out. And we'll be able to start bringing them down through all of these traps here. Let's put an ordinary spike trap here. And that's really all I can do. There's no point, I think, putting the winding spike trap in. The one thing I might be able to do is reset these. So I'm just going to be a little bit faster about getting Asterion down here to reset these traps if they get close enough to it. These are some big parties of adventurers that are coming in, though. This is going to be a little bit scary. Let's see how good the explosive injection is. Unfortunately, these guys at the front are arrow resistant. Yeah, he's not actually going to explode because he's going to resist the damage. We can send him to space, though, at least. Okay. And then these 2 are going to die from the trap, but unfortunately we're not going to get there fast enough to take them out because the rest of the team are behind them. Okay, he's going to disarm the trap, which is extra annoying. We're dead. I think we might be dead. Yeah, we are. We're dead. We're not going to survive this round. There's too many adventurers. That's it, Asterion is dead. Oh. It's because those enemies are resistant to the bow. That's why they did so much to us there. Oh, that's a shame that that run ended like that. We learnt a lot, though. When Asterion is defeated, Labyrinthios protects him from dying. You keep all your XP, points, XP level, XP logs, and permanent artifacts. However, you lose all gems and gold, you lose all non-permanent artifacts, you lose all device ideas unlocked in the Imaginarium, you go back to depth 1.
Oh, my poor, poor boy. Even in death, you belong to Labyrinthos. Your blessing and your curse. The Earth is humanity's first labyrinth.
What can I buy? Tinker. I could buy Tinker. That's it. We're going to save up our XP. Alright, let's do another run. So we've got Door to Horizon Divide. This is a long battle with 7 hunting parties and 35 enemies. Let's do this one. I want to play on a big map. Oh, there's a thing in the middle. Oh, wow. Okay. There's so many things going on in this game. I'm really, really liking it. Also, I just think it looks really pretty. Okay, they're coming in here. They're coming down this corridor. Let's see what we can buy with our starting items. Backbiter was really good last time. But spike traps are just good at the start of the game. Okay, I'll definitely buy a Backbiter second. I'll buy another spike trap. And I'll buy another spike trap. Okay. So we've got a door here, we've got a door here, and we've got a door here. So this door here could be the most dangerous. Do I want them to go around this way? I think I want them to come around this way because I can route them through all of this. So these guys coming through here. If I get a Asterion to clear this. Yep. Meta progression. And we clear this. I can then make them step around here, which is great for me. I can also, if I destroy this, make them go through here as well. So if I delete this, delete this, delete this, I get a Asterion to destroy this, which is me out of energy for this turn. Okay, and then if I build a wall here, and build a wall here, and build a wall here, they are now having to go through this, and through this, which is exactly what I want for the start here. So we'll put a Backbiter in first, then a spike trap, then a spike trap. And I can't route them through another spike trap yet. But eventually I'll maybe even make them come up here to this spike trap. We'll try and run them through that one as well. But for now I can run them through these 3, which should kill all 3 of them really easily. So we'll begin the hunt. So the Backbiter will kill the last person to step through the trap. And the spike trap will kill this guy. And the spike trap will kill this guy. Easy. Okay, nice start. We got a blood level already. Fire trap, spike trap, or Backbiter. I think I'm just going to grab another spike trap. Okay, which door has opened? This door has opened, which is the least convenient door. This door opening is actually extremely inconvenient for me. If we clear this, and we clear this, I can bring them through one spike trap, which I guess we'll have to do. I have 84 gold. Can I afford anything in the shop? No. Okay. So let's get you here. We'll put a spike trap here. And that's really all I can do this turn, because they're going to have to come around this way once I set up the block. If I just put a block here, that'll bring them through the spike trap. Minos can kill one guy on his own, and the other 2 guys will die to traps over here. So we're okay for this round. Oh, I still had 1 energy left there, I think. That was a mistake not to spend that. Cool. Didn't take any damage. Nice and easy. Alright, let's keep clearing this area so they can move through here. If you hide a star, you can take advantage of +1 trap. That's a good point. I could hide a star like I did on that other level. I did not need to break that. I could bring them through here. Damn it. That was really stupid. I didn't need to break that at all. What I want to do now is I want to bring them around here. So let's demolish this wall. Break this. Break this. And the next turn I need to break these 2, which I should have enough energy to do. And that gives me another avenue. We move their objects around and lead them into things. So what happens, mishaps, is they will try and get to Asterian's lair. Then once they're into Asterian's lair, they will learn his position and they'll head to wherever he is. So you can actually lead them back through their traps. For instance, I could hide Asterian here, and I could put a wall here, and they would go all the way through the dungeon to here. And if I removed this wall here, right, and hit him here. Or well, here's a better place to hide him. But basically, I could hide him here. They would go all the way through the dungeon to here, and then they would turn around and go all the way back to him. The problem is he needs to reset. I need to get him to reset traps, which is a little bit harder to do. But what I could do is I could put my last spike trap here, and I could basically get him to reset this trap once they all go past it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what the Tinker skill gets me a little bit more blood for the blood thing when people die. Alright, let's begin the hunt. I need to make sure he's well hidden, so we'll make a nook for him next time. Astarion also is a slow boy, so he does need to rest. Yeah, we can reset this now. There's actually no point in resetting, because this guy is gonna just hit this trap here. Yeah, he's got a stamina bar, which we can level up. Alright, I want to keep working on this area here, so if we get Astarion to break this, and while we're waiting we'll do our blood offering. Let's grab another spike trap. We obviously don't have a lot available to us right now. We've got some gold as well. We will definitely get a boulder drop. Oh my goodness, I love these. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. We also want to break this Astarion, please. That gives me 2 more traps to bring people through. Alright, boulder drop. We could drop the boulder along here. I think that's maybe the best place to put it, because I can reset that really early. So if we kill this wall, build a wall here, kill this wall, and this wall. They now have to go around here to get to Astarion. And if I put the boulder trap here, and I put a spike trap here, I could... Where can I hide Astarion? I kind of want to reset the boulder trap more than anything, so I kind of want to hide him here. Although this dude's not going to set off the boulder trap. We're actually like overkilling the dungeon right now. We're way more powerful than the guys coming in for us. But we should be good. I could try and reset this spike trap if I wanted to. I think we've got time to reset this spike trap if I run. He's not very fast at resetting the traps, unfortunately. Okay, we're not even going to set off the boulder trap here. This guy's going to die to the spike trap I reset. Boom. Cool. Alright. So we don't have enough blood. We do have gold. I might be able to buy something else from the shop. We can get a ballista. I don't know if there's actually any more traps we can put people through, though. There's one here, or one here. So we could use a ballista. I could also put a ballista here and move the spike trap over. So how do we make use of this? If I block this up, I can make people move through here. Could I make them go along and then around and then down here? I don't think I can do that this turn, but I can definitely do this. Traps have to go in the vents, yes. There are items that don't need to go in the traps, but the actual vents, but the actual traps do need to go in the vents. Okay, that's us out of energy for this turn. Let's bring you back to here. But what I can now do is I can build a wall here and destroy this wall and do this. So at least this group are now having to go through here. And then I'm going to move this. Oh, well, I've just sent Astarion on a massive thing. I'm going to put... Did I not buy? I thought I bought a ballista. Oh, I don't think I bought it. Okay, we bought a ballista now. I'll put the ballista here facing that way. And then I can put the backbiter here. And let's see if we can set off the boulder trap this time. Spike trap before ballista is good. Yeah, the ballistas... One of the reasons the ballistas weren't doing a lot of damage last time was the specific enemy we were fighting had ballista resistance. But these guys do not, and that killed that guy in one shot. This guy's going to set off the boulder trap. Nice. And that's the wave defeat. Is that the end of the level? No, we got one more level to go. I don't really have anywhere to place anything, unfortunately. Sure, we'll grab another spike trap. I'll save my gold for a bonus. We'll just begin the hunt. I mean, I could... We'll just quickly set this up, actually. Just have to wait 10 minutes for Astarion to run over there. Thank goodness he doesn't have stamina when we're not in a fight. Okay, get back over here and just break this. Okay, now, how can I do this? If I put a wall here and remove this wall and put a wall here, now everybody has to go around this way and I can put a spike trap here. Doesn't mean the ballista doesn't have as good a shot, but let's see how that plays. I don't think this is going to take very long for us to clear this wave. We can even reset the boulder trap, but we're not going to need to. Okay, there is one more wave coming. It is a surprisingly fragile boulder, you are right. I'm sure there's more powerful variants of it out there. I will just grab some resources with Astarion really quickly. Okay, and then I'm just going to go again. I want to save my gold for experience. So let's begin another hunt. But we've definitely got this. These two should both be killed by the boulder. Yeah, and I can quickly reset it in case anyone gets all the way here, which is not going to happen. Cool. See, compared to that last level, that was very easy. Alright, what upgrades coming by?
Think. The next idea may save your life.
We're just going to harvest resources from these really quickly. There's a chest over here. Gives 5 gems. And there's a scroll. Letter to Spiros. Spiros, I'm writing this letter in case you follow my expedition to Labyrinthios. Here's what we discovered so far. It's not just one maze, it's a maze of mazes. It reaches down deep into the ground. The abyss is filled with labyrinths, and the connections keep shifting and changing. I can't seem to find a way up, only different ways of going downwards. Go back.
Silence is a gift.
Okay, we can unlock the ballista, we can unlock the luring trap, we can unlock the hidden passage. Passable only by Astarion until tracked. This seems really strong, the hidden passage. Deadly door. Closes after 2 enemies, crushing the 3rd counted enemy to pass through. The hook. An automatic device that grabs any enemy and pulls them towards itself. The pulled enemy receives damage from traps along the way. Note, only pulls enemies into accessible places. This sounds really powerful, but we need to combo it with something. We've got the Backbiter 2, which does more damage. The Backbiter 2B, which immobilizes. None of this is really that exciting, so I guess we'll hold for now. And in terms of experience, we can buy more energy, which is actually massive. I really want that. Okay, we've got a long with big battle, or we've got a level type labyrinth, level type long battle. So what's the difference? What does a long battle look like? Is that just lots of enemies? 4 hunting parties, 7 hunting parties. Okay. 23 and 50, 31 and 50. Let's do the long battle. See what happens. Oh, okay. I thought this was just gonna be. I thought for a second I thought this was just a completely open area. So we've got 3 entrances, 1, 2, and 3. There are not a lot of traps available. Let's see what we start with. Okay, we'll grab a spike trap. We will grab another spike trap. We will grab another spike trap. And we will grab a backbiter. I was hoping that there was going to be a ballista there. What is this that's flying by the screen? What on earth is that? Also, yeah, the way this game is presented, I'm really cool. Like, I think it's really cool. All right, so we want them to come through. I think want them to route around this way. No, because I want to make use of this. So I want them to finish up coming in this way, is what I think I want to do. So, let's start by clearing this area out with Astarion. This is the most important piece that I need to break. Oh, can I? Yes, I can make this work. So if you break this piece here, and then I build, basically... like that. Why is it blocked? Oh, I need to... Oh. Okay, no, I can just do that. And then I can do that. Okay, now they have to go this way, but then I want to build... Oh, but then I can't get them over this. Unless... That's how I do it. So they're going over this, and they're getting to where we're hiding. So I will put a spike trap here. I'll put a spike trap here. And then I could, next turn, I could set them up so they cost this as well. Yeah, so we just have to deal with 2 spike traps and we can fight the last guy. That's not a problem. Okay, let's begin the hunt. This thing flying by again. This is a great demo, by the way. So I'm just playing the demo that is on Steam. This is not the full game. The game is not out yet. It is only available as a demo. There's tons of content in this demo. Like, I've been playing for nearly 2 hours now, and I'm still finding new stuff. Okay, this is now open, which I do not want to happen. So we're going to make sure these guys end up coming this way. So let's see if there's anything I can buy in the shop first of all. Spike trap, Medusa's head, deadly door. I can also do a hidden passage, which might be useful down there. What's duct tape to? Rebel repair has no gold cost. Medusa's head is interesting because it'll slow people down, which might give me time to reset traps. So if I block this, they're now going to come up here. We can just delete this for now. So straight down here, along here. So I need to clear out this turn. Odysseus is a brave fellow. If anyone here has heard Epic the Musical, if you haven't, it's a guy, I think I'm not sure, a young guy wrote an entire musical based on the Odyssey. And it's really quite good, which is all about Odysseus. Athena is a standout in it. Okay, so these guys are coming this way, these guys are coming this way. What I don't have is a way to make people stand on traps. So what I could do is build this here. That forces them to stand on that trap. I could also do this, and that forces them to stand on this trap. You know, let's do it from start to finish. I highly recommend it. Okay, that's forcing these guys to pass over these traps, which is great. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Medusa trap here to delay them. We'll put a backbite. We'll put a spike trap here. We'll put a backbiter here. And what that means is it'll take this party a while to get around, which gives Minos, Asterion time to reset the traps over here. Let's see how that goes. And we'll change this area next time so we get them walking over this. In fact, these guys aren't going to make it, because the Medusa trap's going to kill the 2 of them. Yeah, so he's got turned to stone, and he got killed by the spike trap. Okay. So Blood Offering level up. Yes, it blocks the path, but they can break it. Okay, our new trap. Fire trap, backbiter, or spike. It's just gonna be more spike traps. That's all we need right now. Don't have enough gold for anything new. So I want to do something in this area here so we have access to this trap, I think. So let's clear out as much of this as we can with Asterion. Okay, so this is now available. So I either have it so these guys walk through it. Yeah, okay. So what I'll do is I will wall here, here, and here, which just forces this party to walk past it. And we just put a spike trap there. And I think that's all I need. We will put Asterion back here, because I'm not sure how far they're going to get. So this guy here is going to die to this spike trap. We've got 2 enemies here. He will die to the first spike trap, and then die to the second spike trap. So I put Asterion here. I can then reset the spike trap if I need to, which I will not need to do. Everyone is going to die to traps before we actually are in any danger. Dead. 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 And then this guy's going to die. He's going to walk down to here and die to the spike trap. Dead. Cool. Okay. There is another trap here that I want to get people to walk through. So let's send Asterion over to clear this area out. Why is he not doing that? Because it's blocked off. Okay, while he's running, there's new items available in the shop. I would like a ballista. I think we can make use of it here. Okay, and then just clean like a piece out for me. Come back to here for the moment. Okay. So I want to change this layout so they come around this way. So I put this here. Remove. Do that. They'll come over this. Now, where's a good place for a ballista here? Is there a long passageway I could set up? I can't use this. Probably the best ballista option is this here. If I change this so that... Do we have one... And we don't have any energy left. Doesn't really matter too much, actually. If I just do this... I think we just put the ballista here, facing this way. Doesn't hugely matter. And then we begin the hunt. I might be able to reset this trap. No, I'm not going to be able to reset it. Get back. But this is the last guy in this party. So the biggest problem we have now is that there are too many enemies for our traps to kill all of them. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to swap... Well, let's get our blood sacrifice. I don't know if it's going to give us anything useful. Because it's going to be the same traps over and over again. We'll grab a fire trap just for the variety. We don't have enough for anything in the shop. I would really like to buy a hidden... We can buy a hidden passage, though. Which is perfect. So we'll buy a hidden passage. We'll put the hidden passage... how does this work? I think I need to destroy this. And then we place the hidden passages like that. So Asterion can now pop out and reset this trap really quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this trap. Whoops. I'm going to remove this trap for now. And I'm going to remove this trap. I'm going to change this for a spike trap. I'm going to put the Medusa trap here. So basically, the first adventurer to come here will get petrified. Asterion can step out, reset the trap, and that will get the next person. And I think that's how that's all we can do. There's nowhere else to place traps on the map, except for here, which I can't really make good use of. The low line had 1 hero and 3 traps. Yeah, 1 hero. Yeah, you're right. I should be thinking about changing my paths. Okay, here's what we do. We break this, and we break this, and we get Asterion to break these. Okay, get him back here. And then what I'm going to do is basically block here, and they're going to have to come around this way instead, and we just move this spike trap to here. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. And then these guys will get killed by spike trap and Medusa trap. It's just, I don't know if I'm going to have time to reset the Medusa, but we've set it up so we can, if it does work out. He's going to die to the backbiter. In fact, everyone's going to die on the way. I'm not going to need to reset the Medusa trap. Yeah, we didn't need to worry about it. Okay. Let's level this up again. Again, the problem is I haven't unlocked anything this run, so there's not really anything to grab out of here that's that exciting. We don't have enough for the shop either. There's another place to drop traps near one of the entrances. Oh, there's one here, yeah. Okay. Let's start clearing that out then. Okay, I can make use of that. I've got 2 enemies coming in this way, so that's actually perfect for them. What I can do is destroy this wall and build like this, and build like this. So they have to come around this way. And we can just put a spike trap here. I've got 2 guys coming in from this way. That's perfect. Everyone should die on the way in. I won't need to reset any traps. Easy. Okay, there's more stuff in the shop, but I don't think there's anything worth buying. What's a mulcher? Deals full damage to units who currently have 10 or more HP. Other damage receive 1 damage and destroy the trap. Destroy works continuously. It deals full damage to units who currently have 10 or more HP. Other enemies receive 1 damage and destroy the trap. Huh. Oh, that's useful, Tachyon. Thank you. Hey, Elderbrand, how's it going? The mulch is really, really cool, but not for right now. That's really cool later. I'm just going to hold on to my gold for more bonuses at the end. We've got 3 guys coming in this way, which is fine. 3 guys coming in this way, which will maybe run... No, we're actually 100... yeah. Everyone will die on the way to us. I'm pretty sure we're absolutely fine here. Because what I can do with it, like what I could do with Asterion now, is move him out to here, and then that guy would have to come back around after I reset the thing. I can just keep moving backwards and forwards. Oh no, they actually can go through that wall once they detect you. All right, that got us a ton of XP.
Labyrinth's heart beats slower here. It dreams, perhaps.
All gold gained is converted to blood. All utility devices in shop are heavily discounted. In every preparation, first dig costs no energy. That sounds really good. And then we've got the campfire. Oh, actually, there's some resources here to grab. Anything else? There's some here. This game is not what I was expecting, and it's really surprised me. Alright, campfire. Welcome to unlocking the Imaginarium. Don't want any of these. We can unlock the ballista, which I think I will. We can grab the buzzsaw. We pressed... the winding spike track did not excite me last time, but I don't have enough for it anyway. Experience-wise, I'd love to get more max energy. We can get more speed. Wave Victory Heal. Increases healing after Wave Victory from 5 to 7. Improved transmutation. Devices. More device option. More Imaginarium options is quite good. Smash Wall. Destroy non-permanent wall. At the cost of 3 health. So that's something I do during a run, I think. Doesn't get me with permanent walls, though. You encounter shortcuts down to depth 4. Cool. Alright, let's do... I want to do one more this stream. We've got a Labyrinth of the Forgotten, which is a courier. We've got Door to Dying Glow, which is a cramped... Let's do a cramped labyrinth. That sounds like a decent challenge. And then I'll finish up that. Wow, this is a tiny labyrinth. What are these walls? Permanent wall can't be removed. A rotatable floor. Can be freely rotated in preparation in Daedalus move. Once started, it can only be rotated by linked devices. Oh, that's really interesting. So you can just send them back like around and around themselves. So if we have something like a buzzsaw, we can send them over that buzzsaw again and again, potentially. Is that possible? So how do I rotate these in Daedalus mode? Oh, here we go. Oh, so the whole piece rotates. Okay. Well, let's get... Okay. Well, first things first. They're coming in here. I'd like them just to go like backwards and forwards across here. I think that would be very strong. So let's clear out this. Use our new item to clear this for free. Now, I'm not going to be able to get them to go backwards and forwards super neatly, but you could go up here, then down, up, here, up, out, and then in. Maybe. That was stupid. I just broke the wrong pieces. I've got just enough to make this work, though. No, I don't think I can make it work. If I rotate this... It doesn't actually help me because it's just dead ends. Yeah, I can't make them move through... Are these doorways? No, I can't make them move through this. Wait, this is a non-destroyable wall, I think. Yes, I can get rid of these walls. Okay. So if I... rotate it like this, I can get them to come up and out here, which isn't quite what I want. Yeah, I kind of messed this up a little bit, unfortunately. How do I fix this? Bear with me 1 second. Sorry, I just had to sort the dog out. I will be back in just a second. Bear with me really quickly. Sorry about the delay. I'm trying not to think about that too much, mishaps. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Had some serious puppy aggro, but I'm back. Yeah, we're not going to talk about what the spinny thing looks like. What we are going to talk about is how I may have screwed myself by clicking on the wrong thing. Because I can't make the enemies pass over any traps, I don't think, with how I've set this up. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Oh, that does. Let's try the buzzsaw. I'm really curious about it. I don't think it's going to kill anybody, but we can see. And then what I'll do is I'll put a ballista here. Oops. I'm going to do that. I want us to stay like that. And then I can put... and I can put a buzzsaw here. And I can have Asterion stand here. You should be able to get, I don't know, 2 at least position Asterions. Yeah. Okay, let's begin the hunt. So I thought the buzzsaw would just activate being stepped on. So it only goes once, the buzzsaw. No, it doesn't. It keeps going forever. So if we can get people walking through the buzzsaws, that would be pretty powerful. Didn't kill 2 people, though. We didn't take any damage there. So we managed to survive that. Okay. Let's fix this so that doesn't happen again. So I want to destroy these 2. Purple blocks are really important to try and hit first, but I can't get to any of them. So we'll destroy this gold block for free. Then we'll destroy this block. And then I'm going to destroy this gold block and this block here just to get access to this purple block for next turn. And I'll do the same thing with this purple block. And then I'll get rid of this block as well. I should have maybe destroyed this block. Okay, if I rotate this, that's not really going to help. I'm trying to think of a way I can get them to go through this stuff really quickly. Let's just reset all of our traps, because that was a disaster last turn. So the buzzsaw is really nice. We're going to cluster the enemies up before they walk over the buzzsaw. So I probably want to get everyone together. So if we block here, these guys will walk along with these guys. If we block here, we can then bring them out here. What I really want to do is actually get them to go, like, up and down through these. Which I could do if I switch this around by removing this and blocking here. And then blocking here like this. And I can have a buzzsaw here and a buzzsaw here. Then they come up here for now. Maybe just do a spike trap. And then we basically do the same thing we did with Asterion last turn. So I put Asterion here. We do buzzsaw, buzzsaw, spike trap, ballista. I can't afford. I can actually afford something in the shop. There's a hook, pressure plate, and hidden passage available. Spike traps available. Fire traps available. What I could do is I could grab hidden passage. I could put a hidden passage. Hang on. Delete this wall. Put a hidden passage here. Have Asterion stand here. And then when they've gone past and are here, I could run and reset both the buzzsaw traps and have him stand here and they have to come back across the buzzsaw traps. That seems like a pretty powerful way to play it. I could also grab an advanced luring trap. But deals bonus damage for path length. Distance the enemy takes towards this device, which effectiveness of some traps on the path are more powerful than the trap. We might as well grab one of these because it's just a free kill. And we could put it here for now, but we could make it longer in the future. Alright, let's begin the hunt. There's a problem here. And that these guys will set up the buzzsaws. Wait, the buzzsaws just stay running? The buzzsaws just stay running. I thought they would reset, but they don't. Ah, they do eventually time out. So I can get Asterion to reset this one. And then reset this one. And then I can get killed by the ballista. Okay, interesting, interesting. Alright, I want to kill... So I need to... awesome. I hope you have a great weekend with your son, Wintolf. It's good to hear from you. I hope things are going okay. Let's destroy this. Because there's more stuff up here I can take advantage of. We'll destroy this. We'll destroy this. And let's remember to destroy this time. And I'll kill this as well. And we'll start working on getting into here. Because now we can do a lot of rebuilding. I can get rid of this. Okay. So I still think this is really effective, bringing them through the buzzsaw traps. What would be great is if I could slow them down a little bit. You know what might work really well? If I block this up, and unblock this. So I have them come together to converge. So we have them all hitting the buzzsaw traps in one go. Then I can set up more traps along here. And have them come out here. You have blood and gold. Oh yes, thank you. So I'm thinking more about the labyrinth than I am thinking about the my actual traps. Let's grab another. Let's grab a backbiter. And then for gold, let's grab just a straightforward spike trap, I think. Fire traps are just not worth it. Okay, at the moment this is doing nothing for us. Let's rotate it. That's not going to help me. That doesn't help. Okay, unfortunately, there's no way I can set this up that helps me with this layout. Because I can't put any walls here. So they come up here and they come to here and they get stuck. Unless I let them into here, which I don't really want to do. I really like this. Of bringing them through. What if we could do this instead? No, that's not going to work. Come up here. Come up here through all of this. They're going to have to... I'm going to have to let them out here, unfortunately. But we still get a bunch of more traps to put them through. So I could put a lure trap here. I could put a spike here and a backbiter here. And I could put a friendly wall. What I could do is destroy this and put a hidden passage here. Put a stair in here. You can come out, reset the spike traps, and hide down here. Let's do that. But I think they're all going to die to the buzzsaws. Amazing. Just this one guy survives. And he's going to get killed by the spike trap. Oh, I could also pull someone over the spike with a hook. The lure isn't great because only that one person will run over the spike, although it will get the second person as well. Let's clear this with Asterion first. Man versus Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw always wins. We'll clear this, we'll clear this, we'll clear this, 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 and this. That opens up some interesting new possibilities. Because what I could now do is... This doesn't change this. That doesn't give me 2 buzzsaws, and that just takes me back to that. The big problem is I don't want them going through here. And no matter which way I do it, they're going to end up walking through this zone. Yeah, there's no way they can't. What I could do, though, is have them come down here. Through here, up to here. Okay, so we could put a wall here, put a wall here. So they come up to here, they find a stair, they come down here. They end up having to go through the here, and then up and around here. And Asterion is chilling here. Now, the one thing about this is I can't use the hidden wall because I'll be able to walk through the hidden wall. This spike trap doesn't need to be here. It's not doing anything. So we can use the lure to pull someone off course, maybe. If I pick the lure up from here and put it... that's a shame. I can't put it here, which would let me lure somebody over the spike trap. Yeah, that really sucks. We'll just put it... Oh wait, maybe I can. If I put a wall here, I can put it here, but it's unfortunately not going to attract somebody because they're not going to make it around the corner. Oh, thank you for blood. And there's nothing useful in the blood, it's just more spike traps. So they're going to come along here. And this isn't got the reach. Because the reach of the lure trap is only to here. So I can't pull them over this spike trap. I can grab somebody from here though. I'll put a spike trap here. I'll put a ballista here, and I'll put a ballista... Actually, we'll put a ballista here. And we'll put a spike trap here. We'll put another ballista here. And then we'll put a backbiter here. And that should get everybody. I've over-prepared for this massively. Everyone's going to die to the buzzsaws at the start. Except the archers. Okay, the buzzsaws stopped firing. So that is something. Easy. Big blood for the blood god. Okay, so we managed. I overthought that massively, but we got there. We didn't take any damage. Alright, I've been going. I'm going to try. How far are we from the bottom? Is there a map here? Yes, there's a map. So we're at depth 3. There's 2. I'm going to go for another push on the boss, I think, before I end the stream. So I'm going to go a little bit later than I normally would. We'll do one more full run. Really quickly. Anything else to grab? There's some gold here. Gold's here as well. What's this? Exploration maze. Okay, that sounds like something different. What else can we buy? I don't want any of these. No, I'm not interested in these either. Ugh, these are not what I'm interested in. Deadly Door will grab. Seesaw will grab. I would like to grab the mulcher, but we can't afford it. And then for XP, more health, wave victory heal, camp heal. Can't buy any of those. We'll grab more device options, and then let's find out what an exploration maze is. This is indeed a massive demo. A unique maze that is stairs to traverse, avoiding traps and finding monsters lurking in the dark. Cool. You've entered an exploration maze. Your goal is to survive and find the exit. Every one of these mazes is dangerous in its own way. Be cautious as they can be quite deadly. There's a thing for that. Okay, where am I starting? I am here. Okay, I haven't... Hang on, can I pause this? I can pause it, okay. So, the exit is here. There's a trap door here. Place anywhere. Use it in case of emergency to flee the maze. Lose your games in this maze, but save yourself. Okay, so this just lets me get out. We've got a button. If I push this button, it will open this door, which will unleash this monster and give me access to 2 chests. There is a pressure plate that will activate this ballista, so we have to come around this way. This button here opens this door. This is a... lures an enemy to a dead end. Okay, this is a boulder trap, and this is a boulder trap, so we do not want to go... We need to be careful we don't get lured into the Atlas. We then need to get over to here, where there's a boulder trap, which I think is on a timer. When I come around here, not stepping on the spike traps, and activate this button. Okay, this doesn't seem too difficult. So let's start by moving here. Oh, crap. I did not realize those were enemies. Okay, let's stand here and hold our ground. Okay. Health 10, damage 2. I think we're okay. We're okay to fight this guy. Let's see if we are. Now, we're going to have to step... Oh, I can maybe get him to step over the spike trap. Yes. I can make him activate the spike trap. Cool. That's it activated. We can now go around this... Oh, wait, actually. I want to go in here and I want to raid these chests. I'm already there. Oh, no, no, don't go that way. Oh, crap. I forgot he would just go to the closest place I clicked. Okay, we'll follow the boulder down here. And we'll go to here. Then here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here. That opens the door to get out. No, don't. Oh, damn it. I clicked there so he wouldn't walk at the boulder trap, but of course he took the other route. Okay, we have completed the maze, but I took way more damage than I needed to. 3,000 experience is nice. Alright, now we get to fight the boss.
The storm lies behind us.
Unfortunately, we're going to go into the boss fight low on health. We know what the boss was like last time. It was incredibly difficult. We didn't get any real gems there, unfortunately. But let's see what we can do here.
Fire hums a song.
We can't get the mulcher. We could get a winding spike trap. I'm going to roll the dice. Linkable ballista might be useful. Okay. Oh, we can spend something on our EXP. Let's gain wave health heal. And let's also gain more health. Is there anything else I can buy? Proof transmutation. More Imaginarium options.
Predictable.
Okay, let's see how the boss fight goes. So we've got lots of enemies we haven't seen. More enemies we haven't seen before in this one. I don't think we're going to survive this. These seem very, very hard. We've got the tank. Very tough. Will keep us staring busy and give other enemies more time to strike. He's got boulder resistance and he's heavy. That's the only new enemy. Okay. Right. This looks like a very configurable maze. Once we clear the stuff out of it. Let's get... Okay, they're starting over here. There's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. So I want to kind of make them... Build an outward loop to begin with. Are there any traps on the outward loop? There's a trap here on the outward loop. And there's a trap here. So we want them to come along. We want to make sure they go through these 2 traps to start with. So let's look at their route. I can clear a few of these. So I could bring them down here into this trap. That would cost me 2 energy. Then I could get them to turn in here. We could get them to step through this trap and this trap. Let's see what starting traps we get, actually. Ooh. Seesaw is very good. The buzzsaw is great, but I don't know how it's going to work against the guys that can disarm stuff, whereas a ballista also won't kill them. I'm not sure how the deadly door works. I think I'm going to grab a ballista right now. We'll grab another ballista. And we'll grab a spike trap. And can I afford anything? We've got a catapult. A linkable trap that shoots a bunch of 3 tiles away, bypassing obstacles. That could be really good. Okay. So I put this here. Oh, interesting. So you can shoot over walls. So I could put a link plate. Can I afford a link plate? Yes, I can buy a pressure plate. So I can put a pressure plate here and I could shoot over the wall at them. Alright. I need to spend my first hit to clear a purple tile. That's really important. But I'm not sure which this one, I might not need this area. I'm gonna clear this tile here, which I can't get to right now. So that's out. Let's just clear this purple tile. Okay, let's clear this, and this. Alright, let's set something up. So we're going to build a wall here. And we're going to build a wall here. And we're going to build a wall here. And, okay. So that's them having to come through here. If I build... I can't build a wall here. If I block that off, can they still get to me? They can. So we'll build like this. And then we'll put a wall here as well. So they now have to walk along this way. And then if I put a wall here... So they're having to go through quite a lot of traps to get to me. I'm going to put the catapult here. With a link plate here. And I'm going to link them together. I need to buy another linked plate. Okay. And then I'm going to put... Is there a disarmer guy at the front? There isn't. So let's put a buzzsaw here for now that you'll have to run through. So that'll do a little bit of damage to them. Then they'll get hit by the catapult. We'll put spike trap here. There's not really a great place to put the ballista in this one. I guess I put the ballista here for now. And then I'll put the seesaw here. And a staring can just hang out here for the moment. This is just a standard ballista, not a linkable ballista. I don't think there's anything else I can do at the moment. Let's see how this goes. So having this guy at the back should work for us quite well. Because he'll disarm it, but the other two have already taken damage. And then how does this work? Okay, so he's got boulder resistance, which doesn't do great for us. I'm not gonna... He's gonna die to the ballista. Okay, that just leaves the thief, who I think we can just kill. We're definitely gonna have to reset these traps as part of getting through here. Okay, that's wave 1 dealt with. So let's clear more. I need to clear more of the purple with my free hit. This is the one I really need to clear, but I can't get to it yet. So let's just clear... We'll clear this one for now, in case I need to go this way. And this is the door that is just opened. I don't have blood. I don't think I've got enough gold to buy anything. So this round's going to be really difficult. No, I can't afford to buy anything from here. It's got 2 disarm guys at the start as well. Okay. How are we going to take care of them? The disarm guys at the front. I've got a feeling the boulder trap will be very useful against them, because I don't think they disarm pressure plates. So let's grab the boulder trap from here and put it here, which is going to shoot into the corridor. And I'll grab my pressure plate and move it here, and we'll link them together. So and then we'll block the corridor here. Oh wait, no, we can't do that. Block the corridor here. So they will come in this way. They will hit the pressure plate. It will hit both of the Tinkerers, hopefully. The buzzsaw isn't going to do very much here because there's a Tinkerer in the second row. So let's remove the buzzsaw from here. They're going to be combined when they come through this area. So I'm going to put the buzzsaw here. And let's get Asterion to clear this out. Okay. And then what I'm going to get him to do is we will put this here, force them through here, and then I'm going to wall this like this and remove this. That will bring them back down and around through here. Through here. Now the only thing that I really need to do is let's move the seesaw from here to here. I will have Asterion standing here, where he should be out of line of sight. Can I afford a secret door? Yes, we'll buy a hidden passage. Because what I really want to do is I want to rearm these traps and make them come back through them if I can. So if I make this wall here a hidden passage wall, once they are past and making the long trek to over here, I can reset these traps. I can reset the spike trap, I can reset the buzzsaw. I cannot reset the catapult. I can't reset the ballista either, but I can get these 2 traps at least reset as soon as they're passed. Although the buzzsaw will keep firing for a little while. So maybe I actually will... I do this... I instead put the hidden door... Why can't I pick this up? I put the hidden wall here. And we do this first, then we do this once it's deactivated. Although, actually, the Tinkerers will probably deactivate it straight away. I've got a feeling this is maybe set up for mobile. The fact that there's a specific button for this makes me feel like the way they're laid out quite large on the side of the screen. I've got a feeling it might. Anyway, let's... I've got a bad feeling, but let's begin the hunt. It's very important this boulder trap does a lot of damage to these guys. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. Okay, killed one of them. We can kill the second one with Asterion. That's 2 of them dead. He's gonna disarm it. So I could have put the wall here because I could actually be rearming this right now if I'd done that. I have to wait. Yeah, that would have been better because I could have had this disarmed and I could be coming around the corner to rearm this. I'm going to see if I can sneak up behind them. I can. I'm actually going to go rearm the ballista. I've got time. Then I'm going to rearm the buzzsaw. I can't rearm the seesaw. Asterion is tired. Okay, and then I can stand around the corner here and take them on as they come by and try and do as much damage as I can. oh crap. That corridor wasn't blocked. Okay, wasn't great, but could have gone much worse. Okay, Blood Offering is available. The new enemy type, the Evader. Evaders evades devices without triggering step-on effects. Okay, that's annoying. Where is the new entrance? They're coming from over here, which is extremely bad for us. Let's grab a deadly door, because that will kill that guy. We get 2 here. Am I sure to grab 2 deadly doors? And then I think I can buy from the shop as well. Step on, drops a boulder in a selected direction. Damage decreases by 2 after each hit. Combo with Luring Trap. The boulder turns left when it reaches a wall. Kill them and damage increase by +2. Alright, let's grab a boulder trap. Okay. This is a good corridor for a boulder trap. This is also not bad for a boulder trap. So they're coming in from here, which makes me want to revisit a lot of this. Let's... Can I still can't get to there. I kind of want to make my whole dungeon in reverse now. Or I could just route everyone to here. This is really tough. The difficulty level is massively increased for these boss fights. Oof. Okay, there's a boulder. I could put a boulder trap here. So what I could do is I could block this way and block... Oh, there's a trap right here. Okay, Asterion, I want you to... There's a lot of stuff I want you to break this turn that I don't think you're going to be able to do for me. Start by breaking this. Then break this. Break this. Break this. And break this. And then break this. Oh, you can't even break that. Break this for me. Okay. So I can't make use of this for this particular run. Let's remove this. And we'll block this and this. That just brings them into kind of this area. We'll block this and unblock this. So they're now joining the main route through. But it's like, there's no traps for them to hit on the way in, because of the way this is set up at the moment. Now I have the deadly doorways. Where are the evaders? Okay, there's 2 evaders here. That's not going to work for me. So we'll put one doorway here and the other doorway here. And we will also block this, so they all have to come this way. And that should kill the evaders. And I don't think the disarmers will be able to disarm these. The boulder trap... I'm going to put here. That's not going to do anything, is it? I can't link it either. No. The boulder trap's not going to do anything there, because they're not going to set it off. There's no great places for me to put. There's a ballista icon alongside the route that doesn't have any traps along it. What do you mean, mishaps? There's a ballista icon along the route that doesn't have any traps on it. Here. Yes, you're right. I need to fix this. We can actually still use this ballista. Because I just need to build a wall here. And that doesn't actually work. I can't use that ballista. Oh, I know I can. If I delete this wall here, the ballista will shoot the first person who walks by. The only problem is this boulder trap. I don't think... You've got to step on it to activate it, which these guys aren't going to do. I could put it here, which gives me back a spike trap that I don't have a place for. There's nowhere I can place this spike trap that's going to do, but I think the boulder trap will do more because it hits multiple enemies. We'll put Astarion back in his monster closet. Because I still want to use the springboard. And we can reset the buzzsaw. We can reset the boulder trap. I can't link it to a pressure. It needs to be linkable to link it to the pressure. Let's see how this plays out. I just realized these guys probably won't get killed by these doors. Because they'll get there before the rest of the team. That did not do very much, did it? He's dead, though. Okay, who's gonna... Oh, they're actually waiting for everybody. Oh, so if you do this, they'll wait for everybody in the dungeon. That's not what I was expecting. I could be resetting traps in that case. If I know they're gonna wait here... Yeah, I do need to change the hidden door. If I know they're gonna be waiting here, I could actually set it up so that I'm resetting traps while they're doing that. Oh, good. They're actually gonna get killed. So they're gonna stand and destroy the doors. Okay. I'm gonna step out and kill this guy. And I just hide here. And that's a win. Okay, I did not expect him to survive that. Okay, we took a little bit of damage. That went better than I thought it was going to, actually. Okay, I want to clear this area here. I also want to clear this area here. So let's kill this purple first. And then we'll clear this out. Yes, the waypoint is very good for that. If I could do it with a link, that would be insane. Okay, let's see what the shop has before we do any more planning. Linkable ballista, which fires 2 shots, which I can't afford, or a double hit spring trap. We'll grab this double hit spring trap. They're actually quite nice. All right, I want to change the way this is laid out a little bit. Because I can see a plan here. If I destroy this and bring this back, and then I close this off, what then happens is everybody meets here, which means these guys will walk out and just wait here until these guys have walked all the way around the dungeon. So we can move our boulder trap from here to here, where it will come along and crush everybody along this way. And then I can come back and reset this really easily. I don't have enough energy to get into this room still. Actually, I do. If I destroy this, I can get in and out of there. To reset that boulder trap as well. And I actually have another energy available. Is there anywhere else I want to be able to get into? Just for ease of access, let's kill this. It has to run all the way around, which is a good test for me, actually. Okay. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to move the secret door from here to here. And then I can go here. Oh, no, that's not going to quite work. Because I want to be here no matter what. So they're going to come around this way. They're going to come down here. They're going to come through here. Once they've done this, they will then come up along here and through here to here. So if I put the secret door actually here... Hang on, I need to destroy this piece of wall. I can then step out and start resetting these traps. Let's put the double hit spike trap here. And we'll put the ordinary spike trap here. And then we'll put a wall here. So they're forced to come all the way to here to get to me. I think that's quite powerful. And then I come and reset these traps and basically hide in this corridor, and I basically hide back here, forcing them to go. The thing is, they'll probably come through this wall. So if I want to hit them, if I want them to hit as many traps as possible, I actually need to put the hidden wall here. No, the hidden wall here, so they walk in front of the boulder trap. Oh, okay. This is some serious level planning. The bottom lava has a disarmor. The spike won't work. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking about long term. I'm not thinking about the first wave. I'm thinking about over like several waves. Okay, I can't put the hidden wall here because I can't open any of this up. The closest I can put the hidden wall is here. Which I don't think is going to work for this, but I can at least get them to go through this again. So we put a wall back here. I start here, and then I run over to here, and I come back and I reset all of this once they're past. I think that's how we do this. Because they're just going to wait for everyone to arrive. Okay, they did set off the boulder trap, which is frustrating. But now I come along here. And I reset this. Okay, that didn't go quite as planned. Because I really wanted them to go through the boulder trap, but that hasn't happened. Okay, they're coming for me this way, which is fine. There's so many evaders, I didn't realize how many evaders there were. Oh, that didn't, he didn't, oh, so it didn't reactivate the, oh, it's GG. I thought it didn't reactivate the pressure plate. Even though I reset the trap, the pressure plate wasn't reactivated. GG. We're not going to be able to kill the last guy. Oh, we actually survived on 1 health. The game thought we were going to die. Okay, we got one more chance. That did not quite go as I wanted it to. Linkable list of a fire trap, backbiter. A fire trap might be useful against some of these tougher guys. Okay, I want to basically lead them through a little bit of a bit here, I think, to kick this off. Oh, my doors don't get rebuilt either. Can we rebuild to stage for 1 energy and 22 coins? How do I rebuild it? I get him to rebuild it. Okay, we're going to need to rebuild these doors. We'll do that first. Why make me wait? Okay, where are the evaders in this? There's no evaders, but there's 2 of these guys, so I want them to walk through the doors. So let's move the doors to be here. And they're not gonna, well, they're not, can't guarantee, actually, yes, put them here. That makes more sense, because it's not the first 2 people that walk through that activate them. Okay. So that's like that. We've got the boulder trap here, which will be set off by this guy when he gets there. Everyone else is going to wait. This only gets 1 use, this boulder trap, but it's going to hit these 2, which both have boulder resistance, so there's no point putting the boulder trap here. If I move the boulder trap to here, that will hit some people. Yeah, that's why I've moved the doors. So I can't place this here, unfortunately. Oh, that's actually going to work. That's actually fine. So we'll link this to this. I'm going to move this, so I'm not hanging around in the same place the whole time. I could have it... So they're going to come through here. They're going to come down to this bit. Why can't I put this back where it was? Oh, because it was here. So I could have Asterion here. We could go back to having... There's nothing back here for me. What I really want to do is get back into this area. where I can't get through these walls. So yeah, they'll hit the buzzsaw needs to be earlier in the dungeon. If I can get them to walk through here where the buzzsaw is at the start, that would be quite nice. So let's, like, remove this and set up a corridor here where I can put these doors. Okay. So that's going to bring them through here, through the buzzsaw. This is the double spike trap. I think if I move the double spike trap to here... So I want to make sure as many people as possible are walking through it. And then I've got the fire trap. We can put the fire trap here. And then I need my escape route. So if we destroy this wall, grab this, put this here, build a wall here, I can come out here and I can try and go this way when they get close to me. And try and reset the tracks behind them. The buzz won't work on the disarmers, yes, but the disarmers I'm hoping are going to get killed by the catapult and the ballista, which doesn't work, both of which will disarmers can't deal with. Right, I'm too tired to think about this any further. I'm going to start the hunt. Because they're going to wait for... They're not waiting for everybody. That's annoying. I thought they would wait. They did not wait. Okay, that's actually ruined everything for me. Them not waiting is a disaster. Huge disaster. He's gonna turn everything off. Crap, how do I deal with this guy? I think I'm just gonna have to hit him and then run away. I got him, run. I can't run out of combat. Okay, I just died. I thought that they would wait for everybody, and then it wouldn't work like that. But they didn't wait, even though they waited before. I think the game actually showed me that by not putting the icon on the floor. I just didn't notice it. Ugh. All right. Well, that was the end of our second run, and that's where
again, cursed son.
Where I'm gonna have to end the stream. This game is fascinating. If you're interested in it, I would highly recommend checking out the demo that is on Steam. It's just Minos. There's a link to it in the YouTube video description. The game is not out yet. I think it's due for release Q2 2026, so it's out soon. But it's just the demo at the moment. I've had a blast playing it. Thank you all for hanging out and watching me, especially on a night where I don't normally stream. I will be recording Xenonauts 2 and Menace this weekend. So if that's something you're interested in, then it is coming. I'm just sorry that it has taken so long to get here. In the meantime, though, I'm off to bed. It's 1:10.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That it is. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a great day. It is a great game idea, I agree. And I'll catch you later. Ciao for now. Bye.